up, everybody? Welcome to Aslan Ministries, homies. So check it out. I'm gonna put you fools on game. There's no laughing matter, but the way that I get down and the way that I go about doing my business and the way I speak about my business as far as what God has given me to do about what I do in life, it comes off from experience, and I only speak from experience. So depending on who you are and who's listening, you might get what I'm saying, and some of you might not get what I'm saying because you haven't lived through what I lived through. And so I like to listen to everybody, and I like to pay attention to what people are saying about the very subject that's highlighted right now in immigration, right? We see the immigration protest, and this is a hot item right now amongst many hot items, but I wanted to focus on immigration itself because a lot of people are upset that I keep saying that I support Trump, I voted for Trump, and I see what Trump is doing, but I'm able to see what he's doing. And just because I see what he's doing and I support Trump and I vote for Trump doesn't mean that I'm on the bandwagon as a fanatical, like many people get fanatical and say that he can do no wrong. He's a man like everybody else. But before we get into all of that, I want to welcome you. Again, this is Aslan Ministries. This is my ministry. This is what I've been building for a very long time. We had Rancho Amistad. That was our brick and mortar location. Right now, I'm going through a transitional phase because I lost everything. I lost the family, I lost the business, I lost my home. You know, I got completely wiped out. And so I don't ever give up. You know, we should only lames give up, right? And in the meantime, you know, I'm using this form of recording. It might not come off as polished as a lot of people would like, but that's okay right now. I have found myself in this what does they call it? Tug of war? Yeah, tug of war. I've been finding myself in this tug of war of, should I put content out now, even though it's not 100% legit like I want it to be, or should I just go with it? And because I'm fighting with my previous experience and the experience I had building businesses and being a part of, you know, buying businesses and working in that arena, I struggle because the business side of me says put out a good product, right? Which is Aslan Ministries. It's a great product, right? But it's not where it needs to be. And I remember that in my youth, I used to not care, but I didn't have the experience to really know what I know now, right? And so it's a tug of war for me because it's like, shit, I want to give you guys the best experience. And every time that I put something out, I've been the best at it. And that's just a pride thing in me, right? Whether you want to call it brown pride, you want to call it Chicano pride, you know, Chicano culture, Mexican pride. You know, I grew up in that, and I'm always going to come at everybody, regardless of how you feel about it. I'm always going to come at everybody from the perspective of, I'm native to this continent. You're never going to convince me that I'm illegal. that I'm an alien or that I don't belong here, because I know my history, right? I've spent the time to understand like what all of this is, and I'm always going to come from there's a couple of ways to break it down. The Purepecha way, Indígena in Spanish, which is not our native language, or in English, indigenous or native perspective, right? I'm indigenous to this continent. My bloodline is indigenous to this continent. Regardless of what mixture I have in my bloodline, that wasn't a choice, right? Just like we know that in our black history, we have brothers and sisters that have last names that they took not by choice, but by the history that they lived during that timeline, and now they carry those last names. Well, I carry a Spanish last name, so you're not gonna trump me. And as we go further into this ministry and these conversations, before you try to trump me and say, hey, you know, well, you got a Spanish last name, he, ha, ha, ha. It's like, no. If you want to have a conversation, like a solid conversation about who I am and my bloodline and the history behind my bloodline, right? I'm not in the camp of 100% pure bloodlines. That's some European bullshit that was brought into our continent. Our people, my people, when I'm talking about the native side of things, my people, because my people is everybody. Aslan. Now, if you look at the terminology and you break down what the word Aslan means, Aslan is just the land of the herring, right? The white herring, I should say. If you translate it into English, what Aslan means. But everybody wants to call whatever they want to call things the way they want to call them. And so let me give you an example of that, right? In order to get into the context, in order to get into the meat and potatoes of my conversation, right, I have to put a little bit of context around it, and I got to weave these things in. And that's the other part, is that I'm dealing with an audience that has 10 seconds of it's not exactly a captured audience, right? I don't operate in that premise. It's like you either want to listen to it and learn, or you're going to get distracted in 10 minutes, 15 minutes because somebody called you or whatever it is. But there are speakers and mentors of mine that I listen to that sometimes go 2 hours. And so obviously I can't listen to all of that. Even when I'm reading books or listening to books to further and continue my education, sometimes it takes me 3-4 weeks to get through a book, even though I'm listening to it and reading it. So education takes time. This ain't fast food. I'm not giving you fast food. When I was in the food business, people would say, you know, you got a big ass line. And I would politely respond, I don't sell fast food. So some people would wait an hour, up to 2 hours for some of the tacos that I used to sell. And you can have the opinion of, that's dumb. Well, if you look at my reviews and you look at those people that I was servicing at the time, they understand the quality that I came with it, and they respected it to the point where they didn't mind waiting. So much so that they tried to avoid the lines. We always talk, I hear people right now, and I'm gonna wrap it all into one big beautiful conversation. One big beautiful bill, right? People, I tell you what. So I wrap it all up in one big beautiful topic, right? It all comes together if you stick around to listen to the diamonds that I'm dropping, gold, sometimes rubies. You know what I mean? There's a lot, because I spend the hours, I spent the time, I spent the thousands of hours of the years, the decades of educating myself, learning from my mistakes, and seeing things for what they really are. It's like, oh shit. And it's crazy. So getting back to the train of thought of speaking on naming things. I named the ministry Aztlán because, in my point of view, Aztlán is our promised land. Now, I'm not Azteca, so I'm not taking that perspective or point of view, because the Mexica are the Aztecs, which is Mexican, and so there's a lot of definition and there's a lot of learning to do there to get an understanding of how all that came together, right? Because not everybody's Mexican, meaning not everybody is Aztec. We have Tarumaras, we have Toltecas, we have, you know, different tribes and cultures within the continent, right? And that's not excluding the natives of the eastern, western, northern, southern parts of the continent, of this continent. Now, when I say, when you look it up, right? Because people are all on this fact-checking stuff, right? It's like the Gulf of America. Well, first of all, I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth with people. I do that to troll and play around and stuff like that, but it's dumb. And this is how dumb it is. We know that colonization came to our continent, and we know that the reason that we call this place America, and if you don't know, I'm putting you on game right now. You can look this up. The reason that we call this America right now is because some Italian guy, right, from Italy, from you know, they like to call us wetbacks because we came across our lakes and our rivers within our continent. But the true wetbacks are everybody that came from across the oceans, right? Now, I'm not saying that in a racist way. I'm just putting it out there in proper terminology, right? You may not like it, but it's the truth. And I always try to keep it real. And what I say is I always keep it real. And very rarely, seldomly, do I find somebody along the journey of my life that can correct me when it comes to this area, because I've spoken about the Moors, I've spoken about the Anunukis. I get deep with it. Cat Williams is one of those people that gets deep with it, right? There are our brothers from the east and the out there, right, on the other side of the world. So the Italian man that came over decided, like, just like every other person that, you know, Columbus and all these other people, right? We discovered, right? We discovered, well, they didn't discover shit. We know now today that that was all bullshit, right? So, not getting too deep into that, because I want to get into my main points here of why I'm getting on and why I'm recording this, is that this man, Amerigo, however you use that, however you say it in Italian, right? Nothing against the Italian. I'm just saying that the Italians are real proud of Christopher Columbus. Yet, we know that motherfucker was the devil, right? And the shit that he did, and the way he went about doing shit, fuck that dude. Now, they can be proud of him because he came across the oceans and whatever. Fuck that guy. And if you don't understand why, I don't typically go on to saying I hate anybody. Fuck that guy. You can read his memoirs and you can read the shit that he wrote about his point of view on what he did and how he viewed our people when he got here. Motherfucker was a dick. Fuck that guy. So, going back over to Amerigo Vespucci, you can look it up yourself. And it doesn't take long to, you might, I don't know how it's Amerigo or something like that. Well, the reason that everybody calls this America today, right? Not the United States. Oh, that's it's there's so much bullshit that we gotta sift through it to get to the conversation, to the meats and potatoes of this conversation, because there's so many fucking lies within the reality and the truth. So Amerigo Vespucci was the Italian that came. I don't remember where he landed, but he ended up coming here and he named the shit like everybody else tried to name the shit to whatever they wanted. We were already here, right? Charlie Kirk is on fucking Settlers. No, bitch, you guys came from across the fucking ocean. Stop it. That's the truth. So, and we can get deeper into that if you want to get into the other part of the history. For those of you that are listening, that are on the Moors and this little piece of island, this little part of the continent where supposedly they walked. There's all this crazy shit to go through. Like I said, there's so much history and so much confusion out there because we've all been lied to, and that's all there is to it. So Amerigo Vespucci, this fucker, decided to name this shit after himself, and that's why we got America today. We're not Italian. You're not Italian. Now, there's some Italians out there, and of course, like anything else, if you're winning, if you're the winning team, fuck the refs, right? I get it. Now, you may not understand that analogy, but if you understand a little bit about sports, and you gotta jump on this wavelength, because I use a lot of different ways to paint this picture and show you visuals through speech, right? So this fool Amerigo is the reason why we call, why everybody calls this America, right? And so we're over here like natives, right? Now going back to the natives, I'm a native. From my perspective, as a native, we're sitting here like, what the fuck? Now, not all the natives are on this because not all the natives got the same education. You gotta remember, we had all kinds of treaties. We had the Hidalgo treaties, we had the Cherokee, Apache, all these different treaties going on because we had all these different little wars going on because the people, the ancestors, whoever your ancestors are, I don't know where the fuck y'all fools came from. You say you were born here. I understand that. You were born here like I was born here. But if we go back to the roots of our ancestors, y'all don't come from here. Y'all came from somewhere else. Whether it was Italy, whether it was Germany, fucking Russia, whatever they called it back then, right? England, all this shit. That's why we speak English today. English is an England language, not an American language. Why do we speak English? Because those people that fled, because not everybody that's white is English, just like not everybody that's brown is Mexican, right? So those people that fled from England, that ran away from their king because they didn't want everything that we have today. They didn't want to be taxed. They didn't want to have to deal with none of that shit. They ran away. Some people call them cowards. Whatever. I'm not going to get into all of that today, but that's what happened. So they came on these ships before Columbus. They came on these ships. Now Columbus, he had a mission. He was looking for new places to do trade. They say that he was looking for India when he landed here. That's why they call Indians Indians. They're not Indians. They're natives. They're indigenous. The real Indians are from India. So it's like, what? And it's like, it's crazy because like I know the information, and I remember a pastor of mine once said, he's like, and a really good mentor, he's like, don't assume everybody knows what you know. You know what you know, but don't assume that everybody knows. When he takes the pulpit, he speaks from a position of nobody knows shit. And if you do know, then we're just going over it again. So bear with us, right? Because not everybody knows what you know. You may be highly educated. You may know your history, and you may be sitting in your seat ready to shoot back. Like, wait. Like I said, let me get to the meats and potatoes of this shit. I'm just going over the little bit of the frosting over here. We're not into the cake yet. You know what I'm saying? Time out, motherfuckers. Chill. Like I said, you don't have to. If you're listening, it's because you fuck with our ministry. If you don't, hey, somebody's gonna listen, and that's okay. Not everybody. It's like, I understand that when Jesus spoke, that man was the man of God, right? That man brought people back to life. That man healed people. And people still didn't want to listen to his ass. When they walked away, they're like, man, this fool's crazy. That's how it was. It's in the Bible. So, you want to name it America. Fine. We all called it America before we knew what the fuck was really going on. I call it Aztlán. Now, again, why? I'm not anti this idea of one nation under God. I'm not against the idea of one nation under God, nor am I anti-American. Because they want to call me a terrorist. You may want to call me a terrorist. People want to categorize me because I'm giving you a different point of view. How dare I use the terminology of my native ancestors, because people, foreigners from other parts of the continent, came to this continent to fight against those people that were on their continent, brought all those motherfuckers over here and died, and now their blood is more important than my blood. Well, no, bitch, that's not how it's gonna go down. Respect to all of those people that fought. But what were we really fighting about? World War I, II, III, here it comes, right? The Civil War, the Vietnam War, getting into all of these different things. We can break all that shit down. If you want to, that's fine with me. That's what this ministry is all about. Why? Because it's important that we educate ourselves, because we're always going to have cracks in our links as one nation. We're always going to have cracks because everybody comes from different places. It's always going to be like that. We're never going to be this perfect nation. It's as perfect as it's going to get. It's nice to be able to go get out of my truck in my sandals, and I'm not worried about getting jumped. I'm not worried about fools dropping bombs in the middle of the road. It's nice to live under this idea. And it's one of the greatest ideas economically so far, but there's a lot of work that we gotta do. Now, just like there's Bloods and Crips and Sureños and Norteños and Peckerwoods and Aryan Nation and all of these different groups, now we got people from all over the world coming here. We got the Japanese, we got the Paducus, we got all these different people. I'm not excluding anybody, because everybody is here already, whether I like it or not, whether we like it or not. So when I say Aztlán Ministries, I say the United States of Aztlán. I'm talking to all of you who are under the same idea, the American dream, but in my protest, I'm not calling it under some guy from Italy, because that shit don't fly. I don't represent the red, white, and blue flag, because that's not my flag. That's your flag. No problem. We can live amongst each other, but you're not going to eradicate me because I don't like the fact that we got invaded. And some people like to say we got our asses beat. Okay, sure, I'm still here. We're still here, motherfuckers. We got what, a lot of people have a lot of different ways of saying what they want to say. And that's fine. I'm not telling you that we're gonna sit here and allow no, what is that shit? Sharia law, whatever the fuck that shit is. It's bad enough that we're dealing with all this other shit. Nah, homies. That's like we're fucking capped out on ideas over here. We fucking capped out on ideas. We got indigenous people to this continent, which is me, and all of us who are indigenous to this continent, right? And then we have immigrants, which is all of you, because you guys came to our continent, and now you're born here, and you're born into this ideology. Don't fucking get it twisted. And you can get mad all you want. We can't have a country if we're lying to each other. Let's keep that shit real. Let's keep that shit 100. Everybody talks about, if you don't like it, leave. I say the same shit. Motherfuckers, if you don't like the truth, get the fuck off the lands. We know you don't want to leave. Oh, you know, the only people, all these fucking stupid little memes out there, all these fucking little fucking bitch-made motherfuckers out there in their feelings. The only people, what is it? Fucking only people running around with other flags, not wanting to go back to where they came from. It's like, no, bitch. No. You got it twisted, homies. And I love all of y'all motherfuckers. I've been in a bunk with Peckerwoods. I've been in bunks with Aryan Nations. I've been in bunks with fools from different parts of different neighborhoods. I've been in bunks with black people. I've been in bunks with Chinos. It is what it is. I'm on the roads with Indios now, the real Indians from India that leave water bottles at every truck stop. That's what we got today. We're a mixture of all sorts of shit. And as indigenous, native, Purepecha peoples, we gotta deal with all you motherfuckers, just like you gotta deal with us. And there's rules to it. Some people take the road of, we don't want to see your people in our community. Motherfucker, wait, it's like, what? Motherfuckers come up in here talking about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so I like your truck, man. How about you just get out of that bitch and let me go ahead and take it, and it's mine now. Well, the pink slip is, oh, don't worry about the pink slip. I'll go to DMV and change it to my name. That's the nonsense that we're dealing with, right? And so I got homies from all sides of shit. I got Italian homies. I got homies from everywhere, because my parents taught me about our history. And I don't know about your parents and your upbringing, but my parents never taught me to hate none of y'all. But they taught me about our history. They taught me about my history. And they directed me to learn and to do better, so we wouldn't we wouldn't fall into the lies that we're aliens to this continent. And so it's like, okay, I think I've touched on, I think I did, that's a fucking broad stroke. If I'm talking about painting and shit, I get down, homies. I can fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, now let's, you know, I think that's a pretty broad stroke. There's no hate. There's shit that I dislike and there's shit that I hate. People, I have learned that humans from all walks of life can be evil as fuck. I ain't on that shit. That's not my game. Because I don't want to live none of that shit. I've seen some shit. And I'm fucking cool on that evil shit. And some of y'all motherfuckers don't understand, and you don't need to understand. There's shit that's in my brain that don't nobody need to see. Ever. And this ain't no movie shit. This ain't no shit like that. It's some real shit. Shit that make you fucking like, alright, I'm going, you know, what they say, if you're scared to go to church, yeah. Nah, I ain't that motherfucking tough, homies. Ain't none of us that tough. That shit is fucking crazy, and I'm cool on it. And there's no disrespect to anybody that's playing in that arena. Because that's what they're choosing to do. Who am I to come in and say, nah, you fools don't need to be doing that. Now, I can put you on what I feel is a better game, like playing Madden, you know what I'm saying? Or playing, what is it, what's this shit that everybody's playing? I was talking about Counter-Strike. In my mind, Counter-Strike is the only thing that but they're soldiers of, what do they call that shit? Call of Duty. You know, Call of Duty was towards the end. There's some other shit. But let's just go with Call of Duty. Some of y'all like playing Call of Duty on a little controller. That ain't pro. You can choose to play like that, and some of y'all got it real good, but if you ain't playing keyboard and mouse, you ain't at my level. And that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And so, but to each their own, right? The problem with today, our flag, the United States of America flag, is that truthfully, it has always been used as some sort of sign of oppression towards the natives of this continent and the homies that were imported that didn't choose to come, but they're here now, right? My brothers and sisters, right? That were forced to take on last names that don't belong to them, but nonetheless, they're still my brothers and sisters. We all have bumped heads, whether it was in prison, out here in the streets. We've all bumped heads. I've used terminology like beaners and wetbacks and paisas, just like it's been used against me, just like fucking peckerwoods and fucking crackers and crackheads, you know what I'm saying? And all the other shit, mayates, fucking niggas, all that shit. I grew up in the same world y'all motherfuckers grow up in. And we, Generation X, we had a different perspective growing up. Now we got all these youngsters coming in and they're on some other shit. But them fools are starting to see shit faster. We wasn't as fast as them fools because they grown up with technology that we could have only dreamed of when we were fucking growing up. So the mind is just fucking boom, boom, boom with information and ideas. When I say Aslan, that is not excluding anybody. The problem with the American flag and the problem with the true American ideology is that it's always excluded brown people and black people. Let's just keep it real. That's what it's always done. Unfortunately, that's what it's always done. When you look at the Constitution, that wasn't written for people of this continent, natives of this continent, nor was it written for black folks. We had to make some amendments. We've been fighting for a long time. 75 years is where we're at now? We've been fighting for 275 years to get some form of normality of all the shit that got mixed up. And for the most part, we've been doing pretty good. I think so. That's my opinion. I know some people, like right now, getting into the immigration shit, right? Right now, everybody's emotional. Why? Because we're being targeted again. And when I say again, it's so hard to keep up with all the posts and all that shit. That's why this shit takes time. How can I compartmentalize every aspect of our history in 10 minutes? Because I want to fall into an algorithm, and I'm worried about you liking, subscribing, sharing. It's like, I tell people all the time, there's people's pages that I support, and it's like, the problem with trying to follow the algorithms and trying to get monetized on these social media platforms and all that shit is that you got to continuously get in and create reels and shorts and all these different things that are all great. And I think it's great if you're a youngster to really take advantage of it, because you don't got to sit here in traffic like the thousands of other of us that are out here in traffic, like we do it on a daily basis, working these 9 to 5s. I got out of this shit twice, 3 times. No, is it 3 times a charm? I'm already at 3 times a charm. I think it's 3 times a charm. I know for sure 2 times. I gotta come. Don't quote me on that. You know, don't fact check me on that one. It's like at least a couple of times. I got my ass whooped this last one. That shit hurt. When I was sitting down at my dinner table and I was talking to my kids, talking about, names and faces change, but the game stays the same. And one day they would be all eating dinner in different homes because they've created their own homes. I didn't think it was gonna be that soon. I didn't know I was prophesying, motherfuckers. That shit, I was like, damn. That shit happened way faster than I thought. And that shit was been painful. And painful. It hurts. And it takes time. And so, Aslan Ministries, that's my nonprofit, right? That's a nonprofit organization that I'm building. And it's built on including everybody from the very beginning. Yeah, you can get mad, you can call me whatever, you can say whatever, that's fine. I get it, I understand. There's a lot of people that don't have emotional intelligence. I understand. I'm not the most educated in the group, but I surround myself by highly educated people. So I've learned a lot, and I've gotten to a point in my life where it's like I'm almost out of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Those of us that I grew up with, think shit, we ain't got that much more time. Like, fuck. That shit came quick, but no, it didn't. I fucking suffered through this bitch like so many of us have. We've gone through divorces, fucking jobs, fucking getting, this, that, and the other, so it's not that I sympathize, but I'm sympathetic to what we've gone through. Right? Am I saying it right? Maybe. Fuck this English bullshit. That's the only language I kind of get down on. You know what I'm saying? Because Spanish, fuck, I try that shit, and them fucking paisas, they be like, you're a pocho, fool. That's why they got the Chicano movement, right? Because ni de aquí ni de allá. But this goes for all the little homies too. You know what I'm saying? All the Chicanos and shit. I understand the perspective. Shit is rough. That's why when I say Aslan, I'm not talking about Israel's promised land. I'm not talking about them people's, the other, across the ocean's promised land. I'm talking about our promised land. Our promised land is to be here. This is what God gave us to steward. Through invasions, through colonization, through it all. Not to come out bitter, but to come out better. Regardless of whatever anybody else is on. Now, I'm not talking about changing governments. Fucking try doing that shit. Motherfuckers, these fools are straight dropping an atomic bomb on my ass right now. They're talking about they got precision bombs, motherfucker. I'll be sitting right here, it's like, boom, Alpha's gone, motherfuckers. What happened? Oh, they got them fucking precision motherfucking what are they called now? They got their fucking precision drones. Crash right into my truck and wipe my ass out. Nah, I ain't fucking with them fools. If one thing America is good at is assassinating motherfuckers. I ain't fucking with all that shit. That's not what I'm on. Martin Luther had a king. Martin Luther had a king. Martin Luther King had a dream. And they blasted that fool. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Malcolm X. He was a Muslim until the Muslims killed his ass. Oh, shit. Is that too much truth? Uh-oh. Motherfuckers, And we got shit everywhere. And so, getting into, after all of that being said, right? I mean, I probably lost a lot of you, but I hope you guys stayed on. Because, like, I talk about this shit in a way that I hope makes sense. I know it takes me a minute to get to, but it's because there's so much. And it's like, again, what am I going to do, episode 1 through fucking 257? It's like, nah, let me just put you on a little bit of game here. If you listen to it, it's like going to church. Like the church, some churches like to do series and shit. We're on the series of this today. And it's like, well, let me just continue, right, on what I've been on. It's a continuation of what I've been on and what I've learned throughout my life. And Aslan Ministries is here to stay. Right? Because everybody's included. You can put the flag on. You can burn it. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. It's like I keep my pimping real, homies. You know what I'm saying? The difference is I ain't trying to go into no gangster shit. Cause that shit lands you in jail. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for what? In the name of Allah, I'm gonna kill all these dumb bitches. It's like, well, y'all go ahead, motherfuckers. Because I see women as mamas. I see women as beautiful. Even the ugly ones. Because, motherfucker, I know that I'm ugly to somebody somewhere. As beautiful as I am. I ain't tripping. It's like, why? Aslan Ministries, homies. Alright. So, a little bit of that overview so you understand what I'm about to say. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Probably not. But some of y'all do. Especially y'all motherfuckers that been with me for a while, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love all y'all. Every person that I've met in my life, I've been blessed to meet. Aryans, fucking African nation, I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. Everybody that I've ever met has been a blessing in one way or another. The motherfuckers that fucking fired me from the job, called me a fucking beater, called me a whip. Every person that I've ever met has been a blessing in my life. The 2 ex-wives, fucking bitches. Sorry, babies. I got kids now, so I can't, fuck that one. This one, I know, she's your mama. No, I mean, we just got in disagreements, right? And, as evil as they are, I'm sure they think I'm evil too. You know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. Now, damn, that was a lot already. Where am I at? I'm already at 45 fucking minutes, dog. That shit is crazy, homies. It's like, and it's not that I've lost my train of thought. I'm just like, again, I'm, and that's like still scratching the surface. And so, diving into this immigration shit. I voted for Trump. Why? He was the better option. He was the best option for the time. Who do you want me to vote for? Kamala? What financial? Hold the fuck on, motherfucker. I can feel you fools through this shit. It's like your spirits. It's like, yeah. It's like, Tom, what fucking relax, homies. You know what I'm saying? Let the words of wisdom, with the words of wisdoms, penetrate your souls, motherfucker. Give me a sec. Maybe you fools think that Kamala was a better option. I didn't see it that way, and I didn't vote that way. That's my opinion. Why do I say it's my opinion? Because just because he did good according to the stats in our opinions and the facts, what they were real or not, right? Because we can only go off of what was being told to us, and we only got a chance to see it until we got cracked with COVID, right? Not to get too deep into that shit, but we didn't really get a chance to see it all play out because we had some biological warfare shit going on. And when Biden came in, all I can tell you is, fuck. And y'all that keep it real know that shit was crazy. Now, unfortunately, it was like we went there and that shit didn't work out. But you guys experimented. Whoever it was that all of you that voted for this man, stolen or not stolen or whatever, right? The arguments. Not getting into the arguments. The man won. And that shit was crazy. That shit was terrible. In a lot of ways. Right? Because the reality was that, like any time in any presidency, we usually don't see the results until after that president is either long gone or by the next term. And in this case, Trump lost and Biden won, so he was piggybacking off of all of those things that they started. No different than Trump piggybacking off of those things that Obama had to clean up, right? Some people don't like Obama, but there's a lot of shit that he did, and I'm just gonna highlight one small thing that was huge that you don't see right now between Biden or even the Trump administration. Either time, one of the things that Obama kicked right in the ass was all these credit card companies, which are known to be hold on a second, I got all this traffic around me, these people, everybody is in a hurry. It's like, I still got a lot of time left. All these banks, we know that all these banks, these credit card companies, are predatory companies. It's designed that way. These credit card companies are designed, they're predatory businesses. Because they don't give you no kinds of education on how to use this shit. They're predatory. And Obama said, fuck y'all. And he's like, all this fucking 20% shit, APR, all this shit, he made it illegal. He made it illegal. Nobody else did. He made it illegal. Why do you think those companies were so fucking crazy and mad, and all the people that were making money, all these banks and all those billionaires were like, fuck Obama? Because he made it to where they could not charge us more than 19%. Even at 19%, that shit was high. But credit card companies cannot. Oh yeah, it's like, wait a minute. You look at your statements right now, for those of you, and I know because I follow that. Now we're going to start getting into some real shit. At 19% is still high. But we were from 0 to 19%. So for those of you that don't know how to steward your monies, right, which is 99.9% of us, right, because 99.9% of us never got any financial education for the most part. Some of us were lucky to have parents that learned this shit and taught us a little bit, learning how to piggyback off credit, get high credit scores, shit like that. We're barely starting to learn that now. That shit was for those elites in the financial game. But by the time we learn that shit, them fools are already on some other dimension. So Obama made it illegal for these banks to crack anything over 19%. Right now, since Obama left, Trump came in, right? Not a fucking, you don't even, it's not even mentioned. It's not even mentioned. Because they got us so busy looking at, again, look over here while they're taking your panties off over here, and by the time you look, it's too late. They got your ass. I pay attention to those things, not all this other bullshit. And I still voted for Trump because on the financial side of things, I'm going to get to that part towards the end of this conversation. So Trump comes in, all this shit's going on, no word of, I'm going to focus on this one thing for right now. 19.9%. Trump comes in, does that shit. Biden comes in, does his shit, and not one time did any of these two fools try to fix that. Now, I said to myself, okay, the fuck's going on? There's a lot of other issues. Now, as far as setting up the board, if you want to get deep, and some people will call it a conspiracy theory, but it ain't no conspiracy theory. We're looking at it right now. People say, well, why did Biden leave the borders open? So that way, when the enforcer came in, nobody ever likes the enforcer. That's why they're saying Trump's a racist, blah, 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 blah. All these emotional, fucking, non-disciplined people. How do I know that? Because when I talk to the majority of you, you're undisciplined. Now, you can crack me. I'm fucking 5'6", and I weigh 250 pounds. I lost 20 fucking pounds. I'm a fat motherfucker. So I lack in disciplines right now. When it comes to health, I'm a holistic health professional, holistic health practitioner for the last 20 years. I've stayed in my practice. I've stayed training in my craft that has to do with the mind, the body, and the soul, which is the core of my ministry. The mind, the body, and the soul. The only thing that matters to me is that we all get right. That we all line up with our true core values. Because I know that not everybody is fucking evil. That shit will always be around. How do I know that? Because we have history for thousands of years of people murdering each other over ideologies. Yet we have a simple 10 commandments that we can all follow, but we're still killing each other over an ideology. We're still hurting each other over ideologies. It's an idea, right? Or over theories. What's a theory? Look it up. It's not that hard. Everybody's Google fucking geniuses. Look that shit up. Ask Siri. Ask fucking Alexa. Whoever. Get a dictionary. So, I'm sitting here thinking like, Trump's got to crack on this shit, right? Nope. We're sitting at what? All-time highs. 39% interest rate. While they're talking about no inflation, right? No inflation, everything is still fucking sky high. Everything's skyrocketing, and everything's gonna get even more fucked up because now they're cracking down on the chess moves that the Democratic Party was putting in place. Don't tell me no. This is what the Democratic Party was betting on. They have nobody right now that's popular enough, right? Because that's what all this shit is. There's nobody in the Democratic Party. Tell me who. In the Democratic Party right now, 4 years from now, that's gonna win. Who? These fuckers are betting on J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is trash. Fuck that little fool. He's a little fucking puppet. He don't know shit. Not enough. Not to run this bitch. Not to run this country. Now, of course, we can say that about anybody that's been a president. You've never been a president until you've been a president. Trump said it. Trump's like, when I first came in, I had to depend on what I was being told by people that these people are good, these people are good, until he found out, like, oh shit, for himself. So, we have this trajectory, and it was a good thing for all of us, because he was able to focus on like, oh shit, all right, this shit is crazy. This is what we're gonna do. Now, was he lobbied? People say he wasn't sold. He has so much money, he don't sell himself. Yet, we got this big, beautiful bill that just put in all of this money into immigration. That goes into all of his backers. The GEO groups, all of these different prison groups that are going to make money from keeping undocumented workers, undocumented people in their prison system. We have a place in the high desert. Them people are held indefinitely. They could be there 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Ask people that work in these locations. I can talk to you about it from my experience, because the community that I lived in, the majority of them, that's where they went to go work. They were my customers. They all get high paying jobs. They're all making really good money, and they all work in these detention centers. Of course, if I'm working in a detention center and you're trying to take my bread and butter, I'm gonna be upset. What else can I do in the high desert? There ain't shit in the desert. At least in the Hesperia, Victorville, and Barstow communities. I mean, go work at Lowe's, car sales, and a hospital. There ain't no fucking... What else is there? Fast food? So, Of course, people want to work in corrections. Of course, these people are worried about their incomes. Again, it's not a blame game. I'm just calling the shit out as it is. As it is. I didn't create this shit. So, of course, if no matter how you look at it, and you tell me, nah, you ain't a sellout, fool, like I was telling my moms earlier, if somebody gave me $10 million to start pointing some shit out, I'll take the 10, and then I'll use that, and then I'm gonna use that to fucking make shit better. But not everybody does that. Why is Elon all pissed off? Right? That's some other shit. So, right now, all of those things have to be fought off. And he was the perfect candidate to do that because Trump is about one thing. Winning. Winning. You can call it making America great again. Trump is about one thing. Winning. Now, why is it important? Why is it important for him as an investor and a business owner to make this nation great? Where is his investments at? You just gotta follow the money. If I have Mar-a-Lago and I got all of my businesses here in the continent that we call America, why would I want to lose all of that shit? It's the same thing that happened when he was in New York. When he was in New York and the skating rink and all that fiasco with the skating rink, he stepped in. He couldn't fucking stand it anymore. He stepped in and fixed that problem. And now New York's got the skating rink because of him. It wasn't because of the politicians and everybody that fought against him. He's been fighting for decades. Now, people are going to say, morality, bringing in the moral cues. Oh, he's this, he's that. He's a rapist, he's a pedophile, he's whatever. I don't fucking know. I just know that there's a whole bunch of pictures of him talking to fucking Epstein. Obviously, that motherfucker partied with him. Just like fools partied with Diddy. But I don't see anybody fucking tripping on LeBron. I don't see people boycotting LeBron from playing any more basketball. His shoes, his clothing. I understand that shit. Because in my family, we went through some shit like that. We went through predatory shit. I think a lot of families have gone through sexual predatory shit. That's why it's such a hot button when it gets pressed. Of course we don't like that shit. Of course we dislike that shit. And you can say, we want those motherfuckers gutted, alive. Or do we? I guess it just depends on the circumstances, right? That shit is fucking touchy, it's tough, and you're not going to make everybody happy in a conversation. I know that. So, right now, all this noise about the big, beautiful bill, all this fucking noise, and it's like, okay, who really knows? Nobody knows. It is, oh shit, I'm gonna lose the term. It is a projection. It's based on a projection. By surrounding yourself by financial advisors, by surrounding yourself by other professionals, just like they did during COVID. You surround yourself by professionals and you make a choice. And you base your decisions off those choices. If we look at history like Ford, when he was trying to make the V8 engine, every single engineer at the time was like, that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen. And he's like, no, we're gonna make it happen. Everybody thought he was crazy. Looked that history up, looked that story up. It's truly amazing what happens when somebody's got an idea and he pushes that idea forward, and now we're all benefiting from it. So when I see people in politics talking, I know that I'm dealing with politicians. I'm dealing with people that are putting game out. I know that I'm dealing with people that are playing cards, because that's what that realm is. That's what that lifestyle is. That's what those people do. That's their job. Why? Because it's like when we watch a sport. We're doing schemes. We're practicing. We're doing these different things. And we're looking at video and we're saying, this is how we're going to beat them. A boxer does the same shit. He watches video of the boxer he's about to fight, and he sees how that guy lets that right hand hang a little bit when he does that. Everybody is scheming. But you gotta go to your professionals. I don't go to broke motherfuckers for financial advice. I did that shit when I was ignorant. And there's nothing, I'm not clowning anybody that doesn't have financial literacy. I'm not clowning you, because I know what it's like. I was put on game when I was 18 years old. I was on the same shit that everybody else was on. Go to school so you can get go to school, get a good education, and get a diploma so you can get a good job and get a good paying job. That's industrialized age thinking. That's what they teach us, because those that are in real control, because it's a control game, keep us working for them. Not your business owner, not the owner of the business that I'm delivering to, none of that. Those that are in control of all this shit. Corporate entities and faces, names and faces that we'll never see. We used to see them, but them fools are somewhere else in the world, destabilizing and fucking shit up somewhere else, so that they can make the biggest profits that they can off of ignorance. You can see it if you pay attention to it. But that's getting off of this subject. It's all a part of it. And that's why it's so difficult to just have a simple, one-dimensional conversation about this, because it's not one-dimensional. It's by design that it's not one-dimensional. Because people get mentally exhausted, like going to the gym. When you're fat and overweight, you can only lift so much, you can only exercise for so long. But as you practice, as you get stronger, you keep going and you stay disciplined, and you keep going back, you find yourself getting stronger and stronger and stronger, because you're pushing yourself to do so, and your body has to respond to it. The same thing with our brains. It's hard. I remember the first times when I was reading books, I was like, you've experienced it, I'm sure. You start reading a book or whatever, and you're like, you wake up like an hour later after reading like maybe a page. Now I can read pages on top of pages. I can read a book within a week sometimes. I don't care how many pages it is, depending on how much time I give myself, and if I'm not doing other shit that distracts me from getting my reading on. I started my book yesterday, that I've read I'll be reading this book for the 4th time because it's such a solid book. Mind Your Mindset. It's like, I got to get back to that because you got to stay on top of it. You can't just read something and let it go. You got to read it, let that shit, whatever you were gonna absorb it, or whatever you absorbed, and put that shit down. Go get something else, go read it, go practice it, and then come back to it later, and it's like, oh shit, this stuck, this didn't stick. I forgot about that. So right now, we have all this talk about these cages. Trump said it during his first time in office. He didn't build those cages. Those cages have been built. Now, DeSantis with his bitch ass, I fucking dislike that guy. He's a little bitch. I used to like that dude, but I found out he's just fucking sucking on everybody's nuts to stay relevant. I'd rather see Crenshaw. I haven't seen that fool. Did that fool die? Fucking Crenshaw. I haven't seen that fool in a minute. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. That fool, at least, he was trying to, he realized, I guess, that shit was, politics, and it wasn't what he thought. But DeSantis builds these they're cages. Yes, they're cages. But so is any prison in America. They're all cages. Now, people are complaining that these cages are against our human rights. Well, no fucking shit. All these prisons are. All these prisons are fucked. I don't give a fuck where you go to. What do you want from a prison system? It's a fucking prison. You're fucking locked up. They tell you have lost all your fucking rights. Except the rights that we give you. And then, of course, you have people, rightfully so, that have gone in and fought for a little bit of rights while you're staying in jail until you die. Fucker, you ain't ever getting out. Most of the people, some people get out after 10, 15, 20 years. Fuck. I was only gone for a few, and when I got out, shit was crazy and totally different. Now 10, 15, 20 years later, I'm not saying that it's not possible. There's people that have done it. But institutionalized, shit. It's some wild shit. And again, I'm not saying that people can't do it, but that's a long time to be dealing with a whole new set of rules on life. And if you ain't ever been, that's the point. You got people like me that got out. Like, nah, fools. Nah, you don't want to fucking go there. That's the point. Right? How else are you going to persuade people that were lied to by our government, unfortunately, that were used like pawns to come in so that way these people in politics can use that against a man that they knew was going to enforce it, because this man is all about enforcing and winning and being better than the last person that was in that seat. They knew this. They planned for this. They allowed it to happen. So that way when he did enforce it, and he did do the shit that he said he was going to do, like motherfuckers didn't know, I knew he wasn't playing. And I still voted for him. Did I know that I was going to be targeted as a brown person? Fuck yeah, I knew that shit. How do I know? because I was targeted during the Obama administration, and I was targeted as a brown person during the fucking Clinton administration. Now, I have heard the arguments. Well, I didn't have to. I never went through no problems. Well, fucking good for you, bitch. I'm glad your bitch ass didn't have to fucking go through the shit that I had to go through. I'm fucking kudos, motherfucker. You were one of the ones that didn't get fucked with. These ideologies. Because I didn't go through it, it must have not happened. No, bitch, it happened. People say, well, you didn't hear anybody uproaring and arguing then. Bull fucking shit. And if you didn't hear it, it's because the legacy media wasn't fucking posting that shit. And we didn't have social media like we do today. We had social media, but we didn't fucking have FaceTime. We didn't fucking have the ability. We had flip phones, bitch. And people were still trying to record and doing shit with camcorders. The only reason that we got the fucking shit that happened with Rodney King was because of a fucking camcorder. Now everybody, it's a fucking real quick point and click, and now I got this big ass screen. I can fucking go nuts. Live. And so the people, our people, always pay. It's fucked up. So then I have to ask the question. If I'm going down this road, whatever you want to fucking call it, I'm a gangster, I'm a rap star, I'm a marathon runner, whatever the fuck road you want to take. And if that road leads me to prison, the first time, you would think, I'm good. Not a bitch. I'm fucking good on sitting there dealing with all that shit. I don't need to talk about all that shit right now. I'm fucking good. That shit is fucked up. Never want to go back. Lord, please save me. And a motherfucker might have to make a decision of going out. Like, you gotta kill my ass. Because fuck that. Fuck that shit. And so, if I'm saying that, right, I'm telling you, like, fuck that. But you decide to walk down the same path and take that path, and you end up in the place that I told you were gonna end up in, and you see that I wasn't lying, and you now see it for yourself, which I understand, because I'm a hardhead, and I didn't believe it. I thought I wasn't gonna, it wasn't gonna happen to me, and it fucking happened to me. So, if that happens to 10 of us, 20 of us, 1,000 of us, and we get out, and we're like, hey, don't go that way. Bad. That way, bad. I mean, we don't even gotta say it in fucking bad, motherfucker. I don't understand. There's no other better way. Just fucking bad. No. Fucking no. Bad, motherfuckers. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna put my finger in the socket. No, motherfuckers, bad. Like, we've already experienced that shit. I'm gonna put it in the fire. Bad, motherfuckers. No. Don't do it. You know what I mean? That's where we're at as a people. My people, my native people. Raza, Chicanos, Mexicanos, Hondureños, I don't give a fuck. Lo que sean, homies. I'm just fucking telling you, as a brown man living on native lands, learning the American way, learning how these fools get down, that shit ain't the right way to do it. Don't fucking do it. Why? Because these motherfuckers will fucking create a whole theme park and name it Alligator Alcatraz just to fucking prove their point. No, don't fucking do it. And I can't make it any clearer than that. How do I know that this shit is never gonna go away? Unless we do something about it legally. We can protest. And they say you got the right to protest until they shut you down. Motherfucker, that's just a part of the game. And for all of those of you that are really appreciating it, nah, like I fucks with you. I get it. Like, no, you're right. This shit is fucked up. You're absolutely right. That shit is fucked up. It's fucked up. But it's our fault. And let me tell you why it's our fault as natives. And it's embarrassing as a native, as an indigenous, purepecha, raza, mexicano, whatever the fuck you want to call me, homies. You can get mad if you want. They didn't like Cesar Chavez talking about this shit during Cesar Chavez's time, and he was against illegal immigration too, right? Now, listen to how I'm wording this shit. I am not for illegal immigration. Now, you ain't gonna call me no motherfucking illegal alien. Now, you can call me whatever the fuck you want, but I don't receive it because I ain't illegal. And I ain't no motherfucking alien. Motherfucker, we got foreign objects all around us. And y'all motherfuckers is the foreign objects. So fuck you trying to get me on some shit. I still love you. It don't mean nothing. I'm just saying. That's, you know, fuck you. And so, how far do I want to go back? I'm just gonna go back to the braceros. So there's a lot of argument about the Hidalgo Accords. I'm gonna go there. Right there, the Hidalgo Accords, or the Hidalgo treaties. Right. First of all, fuck Hidalgo. That motherfucker did not represent the entire fucking state of California that we call today. He didn't represent every single fucking Mexican, brown person that was living here at that time. So no, fuck you. It wasn't sold. And if it was, y'all never fucking watched Yellowstone. How fucking motherfuckers got down and made motherfuckers sell doing the shit that they did and how they did it. And what they forced people to do to let go of lands. You know, you want to fucking, oh yeah, you try to rationalize. Oh, you rationalizing, motherfuckers. It's like, nah, homies, that shit was terrible. And again, we can only base it off of fucking Johnny Appleseed. It's like the fucking what we were told. And that was all the bullshit. Fuck. I knew this was gonna happen. That's why I started recording it like this, and it was gonna get interrupted because I'm about to go through these mountains, and I gotta get this paperwork fucking signed and documented because I'm going through the fucking agriculture inspection point. I got eggs, fools. I got me some eggs. Let's see here. This one's just closed. We just closed that lane, bitch. It's alright, homie. You're gonna get red lighted for that bullshit. Fuck you. I'm working as I'm working. Except this job I'm on pays me, and y'all motherfuckers don't donate shit. And I ain't asking for your money because I don't need it. Thank God. So, because you ain't holding me hostage, motherfuckers, on no fucking tithes and love offerings. Like I said, with ministry, look that shit up. I ain't practicing no fucking religion. It's a ministry because I have branches of ministry because there's a lot of topics that I cover. I cover finance. I cover all sorts of shit. Let me get this shit handled. Whoops. I actually downshifted. I got eggs. Yeah. Oh, shoot, okay. And so, yeah, printer doesn't work, so it is what it is. So anyways, so all these fucking fake ass treaties, right? All this shit about fucking selling this and selling that. It's all bullshit. You don't have to fucking believe me. I'm just telling you what it is. It's all bullshit. That's fine. Just like Christopher Columbus fucking discovered turkeys, motherfucker, and we all, nah, fuck you. It's bullshit. It was all bullshit, right? And so I'm not taking my history from some foreigner that came to tell us how we're gonna get down and how history's gonna look through his eyes. I'm giving you history from the perspective of my ancestors that spoke to my ancestors and spoke to my ancestors about all of this shit, right? Argo, appreciate you. Thank you. Again, based off of the perspective of my ancestors. Not the fucking bullshit that we got taught about one thing or another that was all fucking lies. Like Jesus was born on Christmas. Motherfuckers, that's what? I believed it. Santa Claus, a fucking rabbit that lays fucking eggs. It's like, huh? The fuck? The fucking tooth fairy? You know what I'm saying? That's all fucking fine and dandy. You know, let's not lose our culture. You know what I'm saying? Let's not lose those things. I'm not talking about never fucking celebrating Christmas because it's a pagan holiday. I'm not talking about all that shit. I'm just pointing some things out, like I've been saying. And so, the agreement that was later redacted by by those in Congress or the Senate of that time, like I said, the Constitution never included us. And that's why they're saying what they're saying right now on deportations. Yeah, you're right, motherfuckers. It didn't include us. And so it's like, that's why they're treating us the way that they're treating us. Because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. And again, listen to what I'm saying. Yes, I know they're a bunch of fucking assholes. And yes, I understand that what's happening is all fucked up. But this is what I've learned. This is what I've learned navigating through life. So when I found out about the first time that we went through this as a people, our people, Chicanos, fucking brown people, right? This was before all these other motherfucking peoples. It was brown, white, and black. That's all we had in this motherfucker, right? When then the Chinos came a little bit later, and they fucking, you know, railroads and all this other crazy shit. Now, we traded with all these people beforehand. That's why them fools knew how to get here and all that other shit. This was way before all this other fucking bullshit. But, again, that's like going into some other shit. So, the was it Civil War? Yeah, because the Civil War was the war amongst yourselves, you fucking foreigners against foreigners, right? All you foreigners, right? In this context. Get mad, motherfuckers. I'm just telling you the truth. Foreigners against foreigners, motherfucker. Johnny Appleseed was not from here, motherfucker. The fucking redcoats are coming. Where are the fucking redcoats coming from? Y'all motherfuckers brought them here. Fuck you and your taxis. So, anyways, y'all brought your motherfucking cousins and all that shit. Fucking dickheads. So, anyways, when y'all realized y'all didn't want that fucking lifestyle, you saw us fucking, we was fucking chilling. We was fucking free. We were fucking, you know what I'm saying? fucking cool than a motherfucker. We was already throwing carne asadas, fool. You know what I'm saying? One way or another. You're like, well, we want a part of this, but y'all motherfuckers went around it all the wrong way. But okay, enough of that. I had to throw some jabs in there. So let's move a little bit forward, right? We're not even at the civil rights movements yet. We're going through, I think it was like the 50s, between the 40s and the 60s, right? They're like, nah, we don't want you fools here. Fuck you beaners and all this other crazy shit. We already fought. We fucking, all this fucking crazy shit with Texas. All these fucking different things, right? And then, you know, they started bringing y'all motherfuckers over from Africa and shit, right? Not getting into that history just yet. And actually, I don't even think I need to touch on that more than what I just did. And so, besides the fact that they treated you guys the same way they treated us, after they brought y'all motherfuckers unwittingly, it's like, oh, well, this is what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it. Well, welcome. Welcome to these motherfuckers coming to our lands, treating us the way they treat us. Like I said, we've been here, motherfuckers. So, braceros. Look it up. So, what happened during the Hidalgo period was that we were supposed to, according to, let's just say that shit was legit, right? Shit was crazy, but let's just say that shit was legit. Just like we're calling this place the Gulf of America, which is the Gulf of Mexico. Fuck you. Let's just say this shit is the way it is. So the treaty, as it was written, stated that those of us that already had land here, that already that were already on here, could stay here. That's the same shit in other treaties from other tribes, but I'm specifically focusing now on Mexicans, because there was other treaties that had to do with the Apaches, the Comanches, the Blackfoot, all these other different tribes, right? Lands and all this other crazy shit. Because there was a lot of fighting. All motherfuckers wanted to fight with everybody here. Like, oh, this is our shit now. All motherfuckers is crazy. Y'all ancestors, whoever can put that shoe on. Because not all y'all motherfuckers is Cinderella, motherfucker. Don't be Anastasia trying to put that shoe on. Some of y'all came later from other parts of the world that have nothing to do with that ancestry. So the shoe does not fit everybody. I'm talking about those people specifically, just like I'm talking about Mexicans right now specifically. So the treaty said that was gonna happen, that those people that were already here, no more people, because they made this fucking imaginary line that Trump says is an imaginary line, that he confirms himself. He confirmed it himself. I got fucking video of it. He said it himself, but he said it over on the Canada side because he's playing chess. So they're like, you get to stay. These are your lands. These are your properties. That's why we see like places in downtown San Diego or Old Town San Diego, haciendas and all that shit. Only a few of those places were left. But we had haciendas. We had all this shit. We had our farms and all that shit. But just like you see go down in some of these shows that y'all like, the John Buttons and Duttons and all these people fighting all this crazy shit. Well, those fights were with us first. Some people were honest and wanted to stake claims and wanted to do some shit. And yes, I'm not saying that they didn't fucking get destroyed by those people that were already here. Because it wasn't just us. Comanches were fighting. The Apaches were already fighting the colonization of Mexico, because we had already had fights with the Spaniards, right? That's why you got to get into the context of this shit. We had already had fights with the Spaniards, and the Aztecs lost because they got fucking bamboozled. It's as simple as that. And then we started taking on European fucking ideologies and playing the same fucking conquering game, because we kind of pretty much stayed wherever the fuck it was that we were, except when we did travel back and forth. It's well documented that the term Aztlán came from the place of the herring, which is in Utah. It's well documented that in Utah, the paintings, the colors, and all that shit that we had down in South America, what they call South America right now, right, was brought from the Utah region that we call Utah today. Well documented. You can look that shit up, fucking do your fucking research. I've been doing this shit for thousands of hours and over 2 decades. I'm fucking old as fuck now, and it's like I've gathered a lot of information, and it's fucking blown my mind. And it only gets deeper and it only gets crazier as I get older and I find out more shit and we uncover more archaeological sites on our continent. So that was the agreement. Now, of course, it was all bullshit. It was all bullshit. How do I know it was all bullshit? Because them fools came around. Them fools, the American government, the U.S. soldiers now. We have U.S. soldiers. I was gonna work on my leg. I got this fucking knot. But anyways, we got now we have the U.S. Army. Okay, we got the U.S. Army. Like they're doing today, they're coming to our properties that was acknowledged that was our properties. That's why you hear people talking about stolen fucking land. This was already an agreement. If we're agreeing on the Hidalgo treaty, I don't agree with it because history reveals something totally different. But if we're agreeing on, just for fucking argument's sake, the Hidalgo treaties, these people all had properties all around the California, what we call California today, and not just California, other parts like Arizona and all these other different states. But we're going to stick with California right now because this is where the attack is happening. And that's why you hear people, you'll hear me say stolen lands, because that's exactly what it was. They came and they said, nah, it's well documented. You can find this shit on the History Channel. You can look it up on the History Channel. You can look it up on, you can look up the books in our libraries of the history. They're very scarce because they don't really, they're not, it's on purpose. You really have to do, it's hard to find our history in even Mexican libraries because most of that shit was written by the Spanish. This shit is wild. Shit's fucking crazy. It's been passed on from the fucking people that are not from our continent. So they came and said, well, fool, like real talk. They came and said, you are too brown. We're revoking your citizenship. You're no longer an American, right? Their fucking rules. I'm talking about theirs. Because that's a different era and a different time, but it all correlates with what we're dealing with today. It's all part of the American history and ideology. Not your ideology, maybe, but it's the American history and its ideology based off of its inception. That's why I say that the American flag has always been used against us as an oppression tool, not something that we can say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. How the fuck do you want me to pledge an allegiance to some shit that's always tried to oppress us? This is not even going to my black brothers and sisters. I'm just telling you what the shit is. So here we are. Keep up. I can do this shit forever. I remember when fucking Califani used to fucking get up, the homie Califani from Gray Street Watts, that motherfucker used to put us on game. And people would, all the dumb fucks, I should say, all the dumb fucks used to get fucking exhausted. And I'm just sitting there fucking just picking up game. Because he was dropping game. He knew so much shit. He was through the Watts fucking riots. He was through all that shit. He dealt with the fucking, the blacks and the Mexicans, all that shit. Because, again, he was from Gray Street Watts. He dealt with all that shit. And he put us all on game. Motherfuckers didn't want to gobble it up. I was fucking, just fucking taking it all in. This motherfucker knew what's up. Was it all game? Hype? I don't know. He was telling me his perspective of it. I listened, and then I compared that to other fuckers that are around his age that were all that weren't all fucking cracked out, because that was during the crack epidemic of the 80s. I'm fucking some crazy shit. Like I said, there's just so much. And it's like, okay, so they're like, nah, homies, like, we changed our minds. Y'all motherfuckers ain't Americans no more. It's like, well, wait a minute, we were playing by your rules. The fuck do you mean? That's why when they say conquered, I say, man, fuck you, bitch. Learn your history. Fuck you and your conquered bullshit. You telling me. So here's the thing. I'm gonna put it to you like this. You tell me you're the homie, right? And then you're like, hey, check this shit out. We're gonna fucking do business together. And then you realize that you know a little bit more than me about business. I'm kind of like the hand, right? I'm kind of like the hand, meaning the worker, right? I'm kind of like the guy that knows how to get the shit done, and you're more of the brains. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Except, this was your idea. You came to me with the idea. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's get down, dog. Let's fucking make some money. And then we start making all this money, and because I'm getting a bigger percentage than you like, you're gonna go find somebody else now to fucking work for you, because you know how to do that, and you kick me to the curb, and you go and grab 3 other people, pay them less than what you were paying me, or that we were making together, I should say. But you were paying me, in your point of view, and you kicked my ass to the curb, and it was our idea. Well, some people can say, tough luck, tough shit. That's capitalism, right? That's what Mark Zuckerberg did. He surrounded himself. Well, he was surrounded by people that talk too much. But he was gobbling up ideas, and he said, what? No different than Microsoft. That motherfucking Bill Gates, right? Same shit. Steve Jobs, same shit. Fucking capitalist motherfuckers, right? That did what? He did people fucking dirty. You can do people however you want. That's your right as a human being. Who the fuck am I to tell you to be a nice guy? I would hope. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck you gotta be a dick? Well, that's your choice, you know what I'm saying? But again, that's not in the realm that I want to be in. I'm good on that shit. So take that shit somewhere else, right? Isn't that what we say? If you don't like it, leave. Well, I'll fucking see my way out. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I stand on, it don't matter where the fuck I go. The ideology isn't fucking happy with me. Oh, you say go back to Mexico. You mean go back to the destabilized country that is controlled and manipulated by the United States of America. That's what you're saying. How do I know that? Okay, let's get back to the braceros. Let's get back to this treaty. So now you're like, well, they're like, fuck you, we're gonna take your shit. But you know what? Nah, not only that, go ahead and leave that fine ass daughter of yours and your wife, because I like both of them. The fuck you mean? Yeah, take your fucking son. Nah, you know what? Leave that motherfucker too, because we're gonna put his ass to work right here. Because this is our shit now. And your bitch, and your daughter, and let's just say your bitches are ours now. I got 10 motherfuckers that are wearing fucking badges around me. If I do something to them, I got this new fucking set of rules, this government that we're supposed to be cool with. We thought we was cool, motherfucker. Oh no, we ain't. I'm sitting here by myself now. I got one gun, and that motherfucker's over there in the house, and I got 10 of you fools, and now you're like, nah, you know what? Fuck it, we're just gonna kill all you fools. And that's what went down. That's exactly how it went down. Because, again, we got plenty of proof that that's how it went down. Plenty. So, now, the lighter shade of brown. The lighter shade of browns got through somehow. For whatever reason, these crazy fucks are like, the lighter shade of brown fools can stay. Some of them, not all of them, but you don't get to own shit. This ain't your shit no more. This is our shit. Redacting what was written, right? Y'all motherfuckers is a bunch of liars. Again, using the flag to oppress us, to fucking saying, you know what, fuck you, natives. It wasn't like, hey, homies, we got this new flag. We just fought off fucking all these assholes that we fucking were living with in England. Fucking come and join us. Let's fucking make this America great. Nope. I'm still trying to pinpoint when America was great. Some of y'all are going to argue with me about that, but you can go ahead and keep your arguments to yourself. And that's fine. We'll have a discussion. So, now, that shit's going down. We're getting treated like shit. We're not even worth fucking dog shit, you know, and you got the imports coming in from different fucking parts of Africa and all this crazy shit, right? And so, and then you got the Chinese coming through because, you know, they were used as slaves too to fucking build a lot of this railroad shit, because that's how, that was the ideology. That was the fucking get down. This is after the Civil fucking War, right? And so, when I say that the imports came in, I'm talking about the Chinese people and those people. The brothers was obviously in the Civil War with all that shit, because there was already ships that were, you know, coming in through slavery and all that other crazy shit that was going on during the initiation, during the fucking initiation of all this shit. The beginnings of a lot of this shit. Not the very beginnings, but some of it, right? Again, we was already fighting these fools before anybody, you know, before there was an established United States. Because they used a lot of slaves to fight against us in a lot of different places. That's why you see a lot of black brothers and sisters in different, you know, having indigenous background, because, you know, they got saved, you know, by the fucking Cherokee, or they got, you know, whatever, right? Like I said, if I get into that, it's gonna fucking be 7 hours and I'm not gonna be done. I'm already at 2 hours. It's fucking crazy. 2-hour movie. So, and it's not downplaying that. I'm just not on that right now. We can talk about that, and sure, we gotta highlight those things and all those things, and we know. Like, I know what the fuck went down. That shit was wild. That shit was crazy. We're still dealing with it. And we're seeing it all around. So, then, there's an expansion, there's a boom, right? There's a boom. There wasn't enough people to get the fucking jobs done on this side of the continent because we had immigrants coming in from Italy. We had all these people coming in to those shores, and that's why New York and all those areas are predominantly like Puerto Rican people, all those kinds of people. Miami, you talk about the Cubans. You know, there's you know, you start seeing a lot of different people because it was close to those shores, right? And at this point, we had already been pretty much pushed into what I like to call the shoe, right? That is the border that we have now. But we still got peoples everywhere. It's just, that's just the way it went down. So, they came up with this great idea. They're like, well, fuck. Check this out, right? You're seeing it again today. They say that history doesn't always repeat itself, but it does rhyme. So it does repeat itself, but it not exactly the same way, but it does rhyme, right? And so watch. Tell me if this doesn't sound familiar. They got rid of all the fucking Mexicans. And so, yeah, you got a couple of people working on some golf courses and shit like that. You know, whatever the fuck it was that they allowed brown people to do after they fucking did what they did. Well, all of a sudden, motherfuckers found themselves without the same fucking, they're like, our people don't want to work. But these Mexicans, these motherfuckers is badass. Well, why don't we create a work authorization program? Since the border is so fucking weak anyways at this point, we just didn't have shit that we had then today. You know, none of these fucking walls or none of this shit. You could basically walk across and it'd be, you know, walk across the street and it's Mexico, right? So, because we are the peoples that we are, we're like, I don't know why the fuck we agreed to this shit, but we agreed to it. Got tired of fucking fighting, I guess. And I get it. And it's like, alright, we'll fucking chill over here. You know what I'm saying? And I get, you know, it's cool. We can make a living no matter where the fuck we at. That's just who we are. I'm not saying that's not who you are. I'm just saying that's who we are. So, they created the Braceros program. Braceros. Look that shit up. Between the 40s and 60s. They're like, check this shit out. We're gonna bring all these fucking Mexicans. At the time, it was just Mexicans. Okay? Right now, we got Latino fucking people from Honduras, people from Salvador, people all over the fucking place. Right? Just different tribes, right? And it's called differently because, again, that's some other shit for another time. Bring these fucking Mexicans over and put them to work. We're gonna give them a work visa. We're gonna give them the opportunity to work in this new environment that we call the United States of America, and let them be amongst us. That was the mentality. And so, yeah, we got treated like shit, got shit on, we went through all this fucking stupid shit, and then we started learning English. Doesn't that sound familiar? We started learning English, And we started learning how these fools really think. We didn't know English before. And so we didn't know what the fuck anybody was saying. We just like, all right, you there. And just like, you know, and we had to believe the translators. But that's like believing a house nigga. It's as simple as that. We had to believe our translators, and these fools were sold out. So I understand. So now, we're starting to understand the language. We're starting to understand how these fools get down. And now, all of a sudden, the people that stayed here and the people that were on the other side of this imaginary border started communicating. Like, hey, fools, all that shit was ours, homies. This is what these fools were doing, and this is what these fools did, and this is how these fools got down. All of a sudden, we started seeing people back in areas like LA, back in different parts of the state that we now call California, right? And we were everywhere again. Why? Because it's the same shit. We had brothers over there fighting to have the better jobs. We just didn't get fucked. Like, hey, like today, motherfuckers just don't give a fuck. Just leave us the fuck alone. Let us do our shit and leave us the fuck alone. That's been our fucking calling card. We don't fuck with nobody. We ain't out there fucking. Now, all these fucking little fucking hood rats, maybe. But as far as us, as a people, we ain't fucking with nobody. So, we learned that shit later. Way later. So, now, we're doing all this shit. And here we go again. We're getting too big, too fast, too many of us. They got tired of us, and they're like, we gotta dispose of these motherfuckers. So what happened? They went into, guess where? Fucking LA, bitches. They went into LA. By this time, we was already fighting for fucking same shit. Civil rights movement was happening. We were fighting for our shit too. They motherfuckers trying to talk about we weren't on the same page. Bullshit. We were fighting for the same fucking rights. No dogs, no Mexicans, and no Negroes. My Negroes. It was the same shit. We were getting too motherfucking smart. We started learning the fucking language and then realized that we weren't the dumb motherfuckers that everybody thought we was. We just didn't know what the fuck they were saying. Si, senor. Si, senor. Took that shit as a, we're dumb motherfuckers. No, we're not, motherfucker. So, like, wait a minute. These fools took our shit. Like, we staying. Nah, we don't want you fools here no more. And that's exactly what happened. And that's how it went down. Except this time, we used the same laws. We used the same laws that were used against us, against those people of that era, between the 40s and 60s. It might have been even into the 70s, because there was a big movement, civil rights movements, all these different things that were happening at the same time. It's highlighted Martin Luther King and all that other shit, yes, because that shit was some other wicked shit that was going on at the same time. So I get it, and it's not to take away from that movement at all. We were just going through the same shit, but somehow, some way, we're always set aside, even by our black brothers and sisters at times. Not all of y'all. It's like, again, I'm not saying this about no particular group of people, except that group of people, whoever those people are that we're seeing today acting the same way. Now, you can say that Trump is this way. I say that Trump is enforcing, and maybe in his heart, he fucking hates Mexicans because of what happened with the beauty pageants, how he got kicked out of Mexico, him and Ivanka's line, and that fool is definitely a fucking eye for an eye. And so maybe, it's possible. Would I put it beneath him? Nope. But at the end of the day, if that's his play, he's playing it really good. And we're playing right into it. We've played right into it. If we fast forward today, because the same people that you see right now, the military, you say, how dare they use the military? That's who they used against us in the past. As a matter of fact, we had sailors coming on shore fighting with all the Zoot Suiters and all those motherfuckers of that time in that area. During the same time period when they were using the police and the military to get us the fuck on. But by this time, we were just, there was so much fighting going on, because now you have the brothers and the sisters in the fight. They got tired of that shit too. We've been free. Isn't that what Juneteenth's all about? They didn't even know they were free. A lot of folks didn't even know because they never told them. We assumed that the shit went out. Nah, these fools were trying to keep all they could as far as free labor. It's always, if you look at slavery and you look at that group of people has always been about cheap labor, or if not, free labor. Those people are still here. And those people have a financial advantage over all of us because they've taken land, they've taken properties, they've built everything that they've built on our backs, both indigenous and our black brothers and sisters. That's how it was built. Now, I'm not saying that those fools didn't work. Again, we got the Italians and all those other people that are immigrants that came in and fought. They had some fights too. I don't know all that history because I didn't grow up with a lot of y'all that were Italian, and I had a couple of people that I knew because San Diego is a military, predominantly military fucking town. At least it was. I don't know now, but we had people from all over the place. We had people from Germany. We had people from all over the fucking place. And so, I didn't grow up, talking about WAPs. I didn't even know what the fuck a WAP was until way later in my life. I must have been in my 30s, I think, when they said WAPs, it was WAP Town from the fools in the barrio in San Diego. You know what I mean? I had no idea what that shit meant. I didn't even know what the fuck a spick meant. Them fools created a whole nother language on the east side. So east siders, I apologize. I'm not well versed in that history, but I know that y'all had your fights too here against the same regimes. But that group of people has a financial, economical advantage over all of us because they state claims on free labor and cheap labor. Same shit that we're seeing today. Ain't names and faces change, but the game stays the same. So now it's like, okay, fuck. This group of people are like, well, fuck, what are we gonna do? They're coming into our courts, they're using our laws, they even know our language. They can speak that language like Trump said. Where'd you learn your language from, nigga? That's what the fuck he said. Tell me I'm wrong, motherfuckers. That motherfucker looked dead at his ass. I said, oh my God, where'd you learn that language, nigga? I can't believe you speak that good. Huh? Master? the fuck? That's how that fool gets down. That fool's from New York. That motherfucker's in New York. I met, like I said, I met more of them, and I've been fucking with Trump since like what was it? I don't want to say 1999, 2003. I got the Trump University plaque to prove that shit. And motherfuckers be like, damn, you a fool, yeah? Motherfucker, you learn. You start, shit. You fucking learn, and I learned. I'm a learning motherfucker. So now it's like, okay, they had to take another position because they didn't want us. They didn't really want us gone. They didn't want to deal with us. They wanted our labor, but they had to figure out how the fuck to make this shit work. Well, them fools are fucking masters of that shit. They created this environment. They created this whole ideology. So they was like, all right, let's give them visas. Let's give them status. Let's give them, some names so they can feel better about us exploiting them for cheap labor. They still ain't shit. We still don't want them in our bathrooms. We still don't want them in our schools. We still don't, you know what I mean? Now again, props to those people of that time that stood up with us, that were born from those bloodlines. Props to all y'all motherfuckers. Because we're seeing y'all today. I know that not all y'all are Aryan. Not all of y'all are fucking Peckerwoods. Not all of y'all play that shit. I understand that. And much props and love to all y'all motherfuckers. On all sides. All y'all that are really, truly with us. That walked with Martin Luther King. That stood with us and at courts. The judges that, went in our favor. They could have fudged the shit like they always did. Department of Injustice. And they did in many cases. But with a lot of fucking fighting and a lot of, for those people at that time that taught us all English. That wasn't meant for us. So you say, English is a native language. You better speak English. Shit. You don't even know what the fuck you're saying to me. You have no fucking clue. You're just fucking ignorant. And it's like, damn it. Like, I don't fucking tell you shit. I don't tell you better speak fucking Spanish, because I know better. Motherfucking Spanish isn't even my fucking language either. We got fucking ripped from so many of the languages that we still have. There's like over 365 some languages in what we call Mexico today. Go to Africa. They got all fucking sorts of languages. I don't know all of them because I don't dive deep into that history, because that's not my history. I dive deep enough to understand what it is, and then I let people tell me that are from that area what's up. It's kind of like with Israel and Gaza. Like, I ain't telling fucking no Palestinians we fucking with Israel. Fuck Israel. I'm not saying fuck all of them, because they're not all like that. I don't people that I've met here that have come here that got away from that shit haven't been like that. They haven't treated me like that. I haven't had an Israelite treat me like that. I see how they treat those people. I've never had a Palestinian treat me like shit. I've never had a fucking Muslim treat me like shit. Motherfuckers trying to play me. I've had Persians trying to play me. It's like They're still playing their games. They're trying to fucking fill us all out. And I got a lot of homies from all those places. Armenians, those motherfuckers is crazy. But I like their coffee. You know what I mean? Fucking shit. Indians, Punjabis. So they created this system, and now same shit. They gave all these permissions. They gave us all these permissions according to their laws. That's why when you say to me, right, and I tell you, or I'm looking at you like, you dumb, yeah, because you fucking ignorant. You know, you think you know what the fuck you're talking about, but some of you do, and I'm not talking to all of you, obviously. Some of y'all motherfuckers really know your shit, and it's like, again, much props to you fools that fucking really do your fucking research. It's important. It's important to know what the fuck, who the fuck you are, who the fuck you are, where the fuck you really came from. It's important. And so they created this immigration system that benefited the United States of America. Okay? It benefited the brand. Okay? I get it. These are human beings we're talking about. These are our people. I'm a human being. I'm not some fucking alien from another fucking planet that it's like catching a fucking whale and throwing me in a fucking tank and showing me off to the fucking to the spectators that are paying to come and see me. We've been seeing that shit. We saw how they, you know, these fools did those people that they did that to. You see them in circuses. Shit was crazy. Some wild shit out there. So they told all the braceros, the reason they call them braceros is because they came here to work. They told them, nah, we're fucking done with you fools. And then, without warning, then started grabbing people. But guess what? They sent the military, they sent the police. Today we call them ICE. They sent these people to these people's homes. And you know what they did? They took all their shit. But they took these people first. They took these people and got rid of them, and then sent people to go take all the shit that these people work for. That's why we continuously. That's why we continue to say stolen lands. Now we're at this point where it's like, we're under these fucking new rules, right? Now we're American citizens again. Got a little bit of lighter shade of brown, all this shit. And they still came, and not only that, they're like, let's go ahead and take these other people that look just like them and throw them in these fucking trains. Who gives a fuck? We make the rules. We make the laws. Fuck these people. Fuck these beaners. Fuck these Mexicans. That's what you're telling me. If that's who you are. So I'm like, okay, fine. I mean, you don't gotta like me. You don't gotta like Mexicans. There's a scene in Troy. I don't remember that. I think his name. I think it was like Marcus Aurelius, right? He was the king. I don't remember the name of the king in the movie Troy. I don't remember the king's name in Troy, but Troy fucking just killed, what the fuck is his name? Achilles. Just fucking murked the king's son. He fucking paraded around with him and took off with his son's body. Oh yeah, that's why they're calling it out. And took his son's body back to the camp where he was. And as he's walking into his tent, the king's already there. And Achilles like, whoa, right? Brad Pitt, you know, Achilles in the movie, like, whoa, the fuck are you doing here? This is the fucking king. Ooh, shit. Trailer burnt completely down. I guess it's hot enough. Damn. That shit went straight. Oh, shit, the truck too? I'm a fucking looky-loose. I'm looky-loose too, but come on, you don't gotta fucking slow 100% down. The whole fucking truck went down. Truck and trailer? Damn, that sucks. It's part of being out here on the road and shit. On these elevations, fucking people don't know how to use their air brakes, combination of burning shit up. It's hot as fuck. It's 115 degrees out here today. So anyway, Achilles is like, what the fuck? And the king's like, real calm and shit. He don't give a fuck. That motherfucker's fought off everybody at that time, right? According to that history. And he's never been beat at this point. Fucked up everybody. He's seen more death than Achilles was a young cat. Like his son. Basically, he's looking at his son, right? But his son is dead, right? Because that motherfucker murked him. And Achilles is like, the fuck are you doing here, right? And he's like, let me talk to you. Real fucking calm and collected. And he tells him, I just want to be able to take my son's body back so I can do the proper burial rituals of that time, right? This is when people still kind of respected rituals and kind of respected shit like that, right? Ain't nobody give a fuck today about no shit like that. That motherfucker would have killed him, right? But that just kind of tells you what kind of men these people were. Achilles is like, oh shit, looks like they've been burning for a while. Yeah, this fucking line is huge. I'm glad I'm not going fucking northbound right now. So anyways, I would tell him, but I'm doing this recording. I'm at 2 hours now, man. Fuck. So he asked Achilles for to honor him with that, to please let him bury his son. And Achilles tells him, I can fucking kill your ass right now. And how the fuck did you get it? He's like, relax. He's like, these are my lands. I know these lands better than anybody. I know how to fucking get around. He got through the whole army. Now, the movie isn't based on a true story, but it's based on, I guess, what happened, right? During that time. I don't know how, I think Achilles was what's it called? The mythological. I don't know that fucking history. So don't quote me none of that shit. I'm just gonna stick with what I'm trying to say here. What I'm saying. The quote that was said. And he said, I know these lands. These are my lands. And Achilles is like, you are definitely a better king. That the person that sent him wasn't a king at all. All that shit. But what he told him is Achilles told him, and the point that I'm gonna get to, the point that I want to get of that conversation. I'm just looking at all this fucking traffic. I'm so thankful I'm not on that side of the 15 right now. It is. I've been driving for fucking 4 miles, and the line is still bumper to bumper. So I'm a little distracted all of a sudden. But okay. Oh my God. It is terrible. Fucking terrible. Thank you, Jesus, I'm not on that side today. So, Achilles tells him, I'll grant you that, but this doesn't not make you my enemy after the 8 days or 10 days that the ritual was for dead people, right? I guess in war during that time, you gave this amount of time to be able to mourn or whatever. It was like, I guess, the rules of war like we have today, shit. A fucking Wiener Schnitzel, a fucking Oscar Mayer Wiener fucking. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I'm seeing some crazy shit today. Anyway, sorry for all these little distractions. I'm still on the road, and usually this part of the desert is real quiet, like shit out here, unless somebody's fucking truck is burning up, like it is right now. Fucking truck and trailer burnt up. By the time I post this, it doesn't even matter if I tell you don't go this way. It'll be too late. So anyways, it's traffic that's going to Vegas northbound. It's all fucked up. So anyways, Achilles tells him, like, this doesn't not make you my enemy. Like, he sympathizes with the king, and he's like, this doesn't make you my enemy. I mean, this doesn't make you my friend, because he sympathizes, and he allows the king to take his son. And the king says this. He's like, you're my enemy right now. And when I heard him say that, it's a movie, but it's like, oh shit. It's I don't know if that does anything for you, but when I heard it, for me, it opened my eyes to, those people that are acting out against us have always been my enemies. Whoever those people are. Now, we got to put some context on that, because we got to be careful that we're not saying go murk some federal agent or police officer or military person. We have a right to defend ourselves as a people, just like they can claim that they have a right to defend themselves. They have the guns. We're out here like in any war that has to go against the United States of America with fucking sticks and stones. They got guns. We're here fucking fighting with sticks and stones. And they're over there claiming those people are claiming conquest over those people that just want to be left alone because they were lied to. Just like the people between the 40s and the 60s that were lied to. And moving forward, because they got all their shit taken. everything they fucking worked for. Because they believed this time around that, well, now they're giving us these papers, right? Isn't that what you want? They're giving us these papers and they're telling us that, no, we're legal again. It's okay. We're here. They're our friends again. Until they weren't. And not only that, but those that were already American citizens through the other treaty, and all those that got to stay, all of a sudden, those people started disappearing too. And they took all their shit. That's why we say stolen lands, motherfuckers. You may not like that shit. We sure as fuck didn't like it. Our people didn't like it. We got fucked. How the fuck aren't we gonna be mad about that shit? But yet, even though the government has been against us and is technically our enemy, we still try to find ways to work. We still try to find ways to work because we know that it's not all of you. We know that. And we keep getting taught to be tolerant. I'm starting to see messages from youngsters that are saying, why the fuck are we still putting up with this shit? When is enough gonna be enough? Why do we gotta stay so fucking tolerant? We're not the minorities in this fucking continent. We've always been the majority. Always. Skinheads always want to argue with that. Nazis always want to argue with that. Specific groups of people. Damn, dude. This line is forever. I mean, how long I've been talking? And yeah, the people over there on the northbound side, yeah, they're all bumper to bumper. They're stopped. You got people fucking pitching tents and shit. Damn, I'm grateful I'm on that side today. That's why you need CB radios to communicate. I would have just pulled over already, fucking taken a breather, fucking shut down, made some food, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, fuck this shit. And at this point right here, you can still turn around. These fools ain't turning around. Ain't no one talking to each other. So anyways, so we go through all this shit again. We're put on trains against our will, separated from our families, separated from everybody, except these trains are going who knows where the fuck. They say back to Mexico, but at this point in history, we don't have the same rules that we got today. The same protections. People really watching and caring. They're like, it's just happening. Some people got the chance to record it. You know, some people got a chance to fucking show what was happening. And so we have documentaries. And we have video evidence of that shit. Little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And we got separated. Fucking who knows what the fuck happened with a lot of these people. A lot of those people died out already. And those that were able to pass on this information, many of them didn't get a chance to. Many of them were so afraid to that they never spoke Spanish again. Again, Spanish wasn't even our language. We were forced to speak that bitch. At this point, we're getting fucking just cracked left and right. Like, for what? We just trying to fucking chill in what the fuck is going on with y'all? The fuck is wrong with you motherfucking people? So, fast forward, after the braceros, now we got all this weird shit because everything's all fucking destabilized. Everything's all fucking weird because nobody knows what the fuck they are anymore. Am I American? Am I Mexican? The fuck are we? So you have Chicanos rising up because they don't speak Spanish because they weren't taught. Because if they spoke Spanish, if they showed any bits of their heritage, if those people at that time dare to show any bits of their heritage, that's why I say fuck you when you talk about the flag. If those people at that time showed any bits of their heritage, they were fucking deported, being American citizens or not. And they were all American citizens according to the laws of the time. So we're only American citizens when the fuck you tell us to? Uh-oh. Well, we're starting to get hip to that. I ain't on that fucking program. Fuck you. I'm a native to this continent. Do I have documents that prove my citizenship to this ideology? I do. Do you? You got a social security number? I got a social security number. What is that? A work authorization number? Because it wasn't created for y'all. It was created for the working people. They had to keep track of us. They had to keep track of us. The financial fucking gurus of the time needed to keep track. Now, motherfucker, you paying your taxes. That European shit? Yeah. We know how to track you motherfuckers. We already know how to do that. Some European ideologies. Because them fools were still amongst us. They acted. They were playing chess. Like, okay, yeah, yeah, all right. Motherfuckers got fucking murked. Motherfuckers like, well, because you all looked alike. It's like, no, we're with you. Yeah, fuck yeah, we're with you. We're American now. Because at that time, they're all white. We're with you guys. While they're scheming. They're scheming how to fucking get around. We got fucking people that still claim the Confederacy in the United States of America. They got their asses handed to them. Fucking whooped. So we fucking fast forward, right? Now we got this fucking warped, fucking weird shit going on. Black folks are finally getting rights. Mexicans are being told that they got rights again. Everybody's an American citizen again. We got documents that state such things. Even though the people that got put in those trains and sent who knows where had documents, had deeds, had homes, had land. All that shit was taken during that time. All that shit those people worked for during that time. So now it's like, well, what the fuck? Why are we fucking idiots? Why should we even play this game? I'm talking to my people now. Why the fuck should we play this game? That's what I would have been thinking at that time. Why the fuck are we playing this game that we're Americans, but we're not Americans? Because these fools are telling us that we're Americans. Now we're talking amongst ourselves like, well, what the fuck? Nah, Pedro, yeah, no, I was working over there for 15 years and this fucking gringo, right? Talking in that context. Pinches gringos, right? They took all my shit. But why are you over here? They told me that I don't belong there no more. But I thought you had an American citizen. I got this paper right here, and it says I'm an American citizen. Fucking everything. Nah, fool. Damn, that shit's fucked up. Yeah. Well, what the fuck are we gonna do? Well, fuck, I guess we just gotta figure it out. We'll just fucking stay here, fucking work here again. We'll fucking make our lives here. Nope. 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 That ain't the American way. We got fucking world wars coming. All of a sudden, we need y'all again. They fucking recruited the Navajo. They recruited all kind of code talkers, right? The Navajo code talkers. They're so proud of that shit. I feel bad for them peoples too. Man, those peoples, they're such a fucking strong people, and they're so fucking destroyed by oppression, and it's like, fuck. They fucking really got jacked up. But not the only ones. The Apache are just as fucking angry. They're angry with Mexicans too, because them fools still got a grudge and shit. Fucking Apaches are crazy as motherfuckers. But them is our quarrels. So, fast forward, now, I'm not excluding folks for the sake of excluding them, because I'm focused on our people right now, just like many of y'all focus on your shit. I know that we're all in this, and I'm not downplaying. I'm not doing it like so many people that have pages that talk about their history, and in a way like, fuck those people. Nah, homies. We wouldn't have what we have today if we didn't have y'all with us. My black brothers and sisters, my fucking Asians, all y'all motherfuckers. But first and foremost, my black brothers and sisters. Regardless of the shit that we got going on in these motherfucking shitty ass fucking jail cells and penitentiaries, all that shit, leave all that cage shit aside right now. That's prison politics. I ain't fucking touching that right now. And I don't really want to touch that shit, because motherfucker, hey, you don't want to be up in there. Y'all motherfuckers talk about y'all don't fuck with us. Nah. That's a whole nother fucking, I'll be on this shit forever. Ain't none of y'all hanging with me that long. I'm at 2 hours and 40 minutes. This is a fucking documentary. I know, you gotta listen to this shit 3, 4 fucking parts, 5 parts, I don't know. Sometimes when I listen to these fucking preachers, and I listen to these ministers, and I listen to these financial people and these lawyers, it's like they go for it. It's like, fuck, dude, like you just went fucking 2 hours, yo. But I play that shit in parts, and I listen to it because I know that it's fucking game that's being dropped on me, and it's like I need to pick it up, and I take the good shit and that shit that don't make no really sense. I'm like, well, I'm gonna put that right here, and let me see if I can find somebody else that can like explain it a little better, right? We're just passing on information. Just sharing is caring, homies. And so, I mean, fuck, we watch anime. I've been watching fucking One Piece. That shit's been going on for over 20 years. You know, fuck. Okay, Dragon Ball Z, that's just been going on for what? 40? 30 something? 30, 40 years? It's been going on forever. You know what I mean? and we still gotta sit there and wait. Fucking for the next One Piece is about to finish. Okay. Alright, let me see. I know. I'm just having a conversation, yo. This is like this is one of those fucking powwow fucking sit downs where it's like I'm fucking, they say fucking shooting you the wheela. We're shooting you the fucking game. I'm shooting you game right now. Fucking years of fucking passion for just wanting to chill. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I've had the best times with many of you fools. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck. But of course, we're gonna deal with that shit. Now, unfortunately, people use the power of our government against us. It's up to us to change this shit. It's up to us, all of us now, right? Now everybody sees it for more so what it is, and now more and more people are standing up for it, right? Like, and that's great. It needed to happen. That's why Trump needed to be in office. Damn, I still haven't even got to that part, huh? Fuck. Ya cállate. Nah, fool. Motherfucker, we fucking going rounds right now, bitch. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't water down fucking this shit. I ain't watering down this shit. Why you gotta water down the truth? Fuck that. Bitch, we gotta sit here and deal with this shit. That's how you deal with it. Oh, motherfuckers already, doing it. Yeah, I know. We got too much shit. That's designed that way. Everything is by design. So, now, we're back. Fuck yeah, America. 101, homies. Fucking World War. Fuck yeah, fool. I got the Purple Heart. They fucking blew my leg off, fool. Yeah, Simone, homes. Yeah, we went to fucking Vietnam. You fucking pussies. We fucking kicked those gooks' ass. Simone, fool. All of us. We come back and shit from all that fucking shit. And what happened? Fucking same shit. The names and faces change, but the game stays the same. Well, you didn't fight hard enough. We ain't giving you shit. Nah, you fools are with us now. You fools fought with us. You guys are cool now. Really? You only sent us to the front lines? Like you said, our brothers right here on the right, you know what I'm saying? You only sent us to the front lines because you cared about us, huh, motherfuckers? You know what I mean? Wait, thank you. Hey, thank you for allowing us to be a part of you now. Thank you. Thank you, homies. We fucking love you. America, I'm gonna wear the flag now, homes, because these fools, shit, I'm American, homie. Born in fucking East LA, huh? I mean, fuck, right? I mean, fuck. Nope. That shit was a motherfucking lie. Fast forward, we get somewhere, 60s, 70s now for sure, right? We're still fucking wetbacks. We're still all this fucking crazy shit. And now, we're in schools and we're teaching and we got Chicano studies and shit. Now Mexicans are fighting against fucking other Mexicans because those Mexicans don't know how to speak Spanish and they're sellouts. And we got all this fucking confusion going on, right? And I tell you this because I talk to some abuelitos, right? That's why it's important to listen to everybody. I talk to these abuelitos and it's like, I try to understand. I got homies that don't speak Spanish. And it's like, my daughter, I don't teach her Spanish. I didn't teach her Spanish. Now, should she know Spanish? My parents think so, and her mom thinks so, and her mom speaks Spanish. Let her fucking teach her Spanish. Me, I speak English, and I speak Spanish, and it's not because I hate both languages. Fuck both languages, but I speak it the way I want to speak it. You know what I mean? I speak it in the way the fuck I want to speak it. You know what I mean? And so, I'm not on all that shit. But this was the sad story. Like, these were the sad stories that I heard from the homies that I was growing up with that didn't speak Spanish. Because I used to make fun of them because they used to make fun of me. Who? Well, all my family. My family that was still in Mexico, happy, fucking chilling, weren't tripping, weren't trying to cross the border, fucking, they was good. You know what I mean? All this shit is because of some other shit, and I'm not gonna get into all that right now. Because then, motherfuckers, we really gonna be here all day and all night. I'm like the Apostle Paul right now. Motherfuckers falling asleep and shit out the fucking windows because I don't shut up. So, fucking, I hit up the abuelitos, you know, like the homies' dads and grandpas. And at this point, the homies' dads, they didn't speak Spanish either. And it wasn't until I met their abuelitos that did speak Spanish, but it was always something weird with it, right? And like spiritually, it was off. It's just off. Not because Spanish per se, it was just off because there was something wrong. Like there was something spiritually off in those conversations. My great-great-grandfather lived to be 107, and I was able to talk to him. He was during that era of Pancho Villa and them fools, right? And I got to meet him, I got to talk to him, and you know, they were from they were in the Michoacan mountains at that time, on my dad's side of the family. But anyways, so I talked to the abuelitos, right? And these are fucking World War II veterans. You know, most of those people are passed away. At least all the ones that I knew that were my homies that are Mexican, but they don't speak a lick of fucking English. As a matter of fact, many of them call themselves white. And I was like, what the fuck? White? Fuck, you ain't white, you Mexican. Fucking last name Nunez's and fucking Garcia's and fucking, I was like, huh? I don't fucking get it, because I didn't come from that. I didn't come from that. Now, the grandfather on my mother's side, he was also in World War I here. Or two, I mean, World War II here. And he didn't speak Spanish either. And those cousins, they didn't speak Spanish. And that shit was fucking weird. And but again, I'm growing up, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, right? And that's why it's all fucking crazy. So we have the Chicano movement, and we got all these fools, Latinos for Trump, and all this other shit. But some of these fools really don't know who the fuck they are because of this, what I'm about to tell you right now. So, during that time of World War II, the military, because a lot of these people were drafted, they whip your motherfucking ass. Especially if you was Mexican. Right? So I'm focusing on Mexican people right now. Because we're still not at the time of more brown folks from other parts of the southern hemisphere, what we call southern South America, right? And so it's like, it's still the same continent, but we call it South America, right? North America and South America. Okay. So, some of y'all don't even know that shit. What the difference was between North America and South America. It's a whole fucking argument there. It's like, fuck, there's just so much ignorance. And it's like, we're 275 years later, and we're a lot of this shit we're still finding out. Well, yeah, because it was by design, again, not to include us. So, these people were so oppressed by the American flag, by the American ideology, that they needed to learn how to speak proper English. Not that there was a problem with it. Listen to what I'm saying, because you guys want to argue with me about this English bullshit. They needed to learn English better than the fucking people that were here that barely knew how to speak English, because it was used against us to get rid of us, because we weren't white enough, according to those people of that time. And that's gained from a lot of families that I was exposed to, that I was able to talk to during that time. I've always been a searcher of information. It's like my spirit has always been on that. I didn't know how to read Spanish. I didn't go to school to read Spanish. I learned it from reading my dad's books on the Mexican Revolution. I would sound that shit out in order to learn, until pretty soon it all made sense. But I always spoke Spanish, and there's a lot of shit that I didn't understand because I was born here. And I got a lot of that Chicano shit too, Pocho, all that shit. And I didn't understand that either. From my family, from my family's friends. Every time I'd go to Mexico, it was like you're a fucking Pocho. And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Until I learned what it was, right? And I was like, it wasn't until later in my life that I was able to fucking dip that shit in the ass too. For this reason. So all of those people during that era, during the World War II era and Vietnam era, it was taught to them. It wasn't even like it wasn't even passed down that they even knew Spanish, because there was a fear that we as a people were being used again, and we wanted to fit in so fucking bad with the fucking system. That's why I say fuck you when you tell me, oh, do it the fucking right way. Fuck your right way, bitch. Fuck you and your right way, because you don't fucking spend the time to understand how the fuck your fucking people treated us. Fuck you. But I still love you. Dumb motherfuckers. They were afraid that if they sounded Mexican, they would get deported. Because that's how fucking oppressed my people were at the time. This ain't a fucking boo-hoo, fucking woe is me. I'm just telling you what the fuck it is. We've been through all this shit. This shit that's happening right now ain't fucking new. And I still support Trump. Huh? What the fuck? Not everything. And when I talked to the homies' dads that were all drafted into Vietnam and sent to the front lines to fucking get blown up and die, that found a way to survive. They did ordinances, they did all kinds of shit. Like, Vietnam was some crazy shit. The fuckers lost their minds over there. They lost their fucking minds because they were fighting against people that knew their lands. The fuck are we doing over there? We had no business over there. But we did, because we were told, you go and be good boys. Be good boys. Raise our American flag. Do this shit the right way with us, and you'll all be citizens. And that's what we did as a people. And didn't speak a lick of fucking Spanish. Because we wanted to be with y'all. And most importantly, we wanted just to be able to live where we came from. Because that's never changed. You say, go back. No, bitch. We are here. We are back. And yet, you might today hear somebody, these youngsters, say, you go back. And you laugh it off in your fucking privilege that you think you have, but you have because it's backed by a government that created that privilege for you. And I'm not fucking singing a sob story. What I'm telling you is that is what you stand on. Do it the right way. When you fucking shout in my face and you fucking text me and you do all this crazy shit, they need to do it the right way. I mean, fuck. Fucking Bryan Adams. I'll die for you. I'll cry for you. Motherfucker, what else do you motherfuckers want? Nope. Those people that survived all fucked up and had our generation. Now, amongst that generation of those people and those parents were and are my parents, who still came from Southern America to join back up with our families here. Why? Because we're Americans again. We did everything the right way. We fucking went to war with y'all. We fucking, yeah, you put us out there. We know. You put us out there to fucking die in the front lines. Yeah, we know. But we're fucking cool, homies. We're fucking, man, fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, now let's get back to fucking having some carne asadas. Let's fucking get down. So we started coming back. And then we started finding out that the people who took our lands, the people who took our farms, the people who took all of our shit, that we went to go, that we humbly, in all humbleness, knowing what the fuck we know, went to go work at these places that we used to own, went to go work for the people that took our shit. Were paying us less than they would pay anybody else that looked like them, because that shit still wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough. Fuck these beaners. They work hard. Fuck it. Make them work out there in the fucking, we're making fucking riches, profits. We've already took all their shit. Now we ain't paying them shit. Oh, if they want to fucking speak up, let's go bring more. Let's go bring more. Let's get more people. Let's get more people. Oh, all these fuckers are using their citizenship against us, fuck those guys. Fire all of them. We're gonna go and we're gonna fucking advertise to all of the people that don't have papers. Hey, come and work for us, fools. We got you, homies. We're gonna fucking pay you more than what you're making in Mexico, and we're gonna let you all live 10 people per fucking little house and whatever the fuck. But it's gonna be better. We're gonna it's okay because you guys are all good peoples. We love you guys. You guys are fucking hard workers. Names and faces change, but the game stays the same. My dad worked in that era. He was in those Bakersfield during the Chavez time. All of a sudden, legalized citizens, American citizens who did everything the right way, the way that we were asked to do it, are now fighting with our own people about and trying to educate our own people about being exploited for cheaper wages. Again, all by design. Some of y'all motherfuckers don't want to hear this shit. Oh, fuck that guy. Fuck. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Fucking. I'm at 3 fucking hours. And I'm only. This is just the fucking. I'm skimming the surface of this shit. Because I'm not including anybody else right now. I'm just focused straight down the line on raza, Mexicans, beaners. So now, we got this big ass fight. Like, hey, fools. Like, nah, we're fucking Americans. Hey, stop that shit. We don't need to do none of that shit no more. We're fucking Americans now, homies. We're getting down. We got fucking, the group of people over here, they speak really good English. Now our kids are going to schools and shit. Nah, homes, check it out. They gotta pay you right. Fuck these fools that don't want to pay you right. Oh yeah? Well, fuck you, American citizen. We're gonna fucking go grab us some fucking people that don't have papers that want papers, and we're gonna promise them to work for us 3-4 years, 5 years, and then we'll give them papers. That's the Farm Workers Act. Look that shit up. On the promise of legalization, these people believed the lies so much, wanted to be back home so bad. See, you can try to tell me this is not home. Our people wanted to be back home so bad that they believed it. Dun dun dun. We don't fucking learn. We don't fucking learn. So now, what is it, the 80s, 90s? Right? We got these fucking protests going on in the farmers' unions and these fucking farm owners pulling guns and shit on us. Fucking same shit. Here we go again. Treating us like shit, fucking using the law against us, fucking telling us we don't belong here. Go back, you fucking beaners. Blah, blah, blah. Now they don't fucking like us again. Now, nobody fucking likes us again. Because we're speaking up. We're speaking up. We're like, no, fuck that. And now, it's like, fuck y'all. But those people are still on the hopes. Like, no, they're gonna give us papers. Yeah, because he said these are good people, and no, they're not good people. They never were. They never were. We just tolerated it. We just tolerated it, and we allowed it because we wanted to be back home. We put ourselves through all this shit because we just wanted to be back home. And so now the Chicano movement and Chavez, now we're fighting against each other. But it opened up a whole new fucking can of worms. What the fuck are we gonna do with these people? We got all these Mexicans that are fucking American citizens, and now we got all these fucking beaners trying to fucking tell us what to do. How they got rights to make the same money that we make. And fuck that. How can we fix this shit? And of course, you got the people that are always thinking about shit. They're like, well, look, we got all these people that are working for us right now that are undocumented. Don't give no fucking American citizen fucking beaner fucking job. And if you do, give them a little bit more, make them managers. They got unions. They're fighting. Let them fucking believe. Let them believe that they got us. We'll give everybody a little bit more. You know what I mean? And these fools, you know, let's use math against them. Huh? What do you mean? Well, we need more production, and these guys work hard. Let's make them fucking work for it. We're telling them they can make more money if they fucking hustle. You see it today. It's the same ideology. It's the same seed that's been passed down from generation to generation. These fools out there fucking busting their ass for fucking 10 cents on the dime. Fucking 2 pennies. But if you fill up this bucket, 600-pound bucket full of oranges, I'm gonna give you $200. Shit. If I fill up 2 buckets in a day, that's $400. Fucking got me. I can fill 2 of them up. My fucking pride kicked in. My Mexican pride kicked in. Dummies. And we've been doing that ever since. We did that on the construction sites. We say, oh, los gringos, they don't do what we do. Nah, because they're not as fucking stupid as we are. They don't fucking have that education. They don't have that fucking ideology imprinted in their fucking brains like we do. They want fucking wages. You can't sit there and tell me fucking white men and fucking black men can't fucking put up a drywall, can't plaster, can't do electrical work. Bullshit. I worked in construction for fucking 20-something years. I saw the fucking evolution of what the fuck was going on. All these fucking dumbasses. It happened in all the industries. So I get it. That's why I support Trump. I get it. I fought with those paisas that came fucking across the border. TJ or whatever the fuck they're from. Talking about, no pasa nada. I'm over here fucking mad as fuck because I'm getting $27 an hour and you're over here fucking coming across that border at 13, 15, but you're cool with it because now they're using us against each other, and, well, we'll let you work. Get the job done. We'll pay you. That's why Clinton implemented those fines. What happened to those fines? $10,000 per head for every undocumented worker that they caught working in any establishment during that era, during Clinton's era. That's how much it was. See, they're putting bounties on the people now. No, it was $10,000 per head for any corporation that was caught, any business that was caught hiring these peoples. Why? Because they were exploiting the undocumented workers. You want to call us illegals. That shit was illegal. That's what you should call illegal. Illegal exploitation of undocumented fucking workers who are here to work. Not take free shit. I haven't seen a raid yet where they're fucking picking up people sitting around fucking grabbing their nutsacks and smoking weed. I haven't seen not a motherfucking raid where there ain't people that are working. They talk about there's millions of people here undocumented, and they got, out of the millions of people, they were talking about, I don't know what the fuck number it is now. They were talking 30 million, 40 million. Trump says we don't know. Bullshit. The gotaways, we don't know. But we know because they were all documented. I was there. Every single one of those people that came in, the way they were coming in, and they were sitting in those camps, they were all getting documented. It's a fucking system. It's a system that's been going on since the beginning of the fucking American history. They had this system down. And what did they tell people? Don't worry. You're sponsoring them. It's all right. They're going to go with you. It's not going to cost you anything. We're going to send them, right? This is the government. We're going to send them during the Biden administration. We're going to send them with you, sponsor, and you just make sure you go to courts. I already knew that shit was Schindler's List. I fucking knew it. I used to tell people all the time, like, don't fucking come. Don't fucking, they're gonna fucking, it's all bad. That was the fucking Schindler's List. Except they're not fucking executing us. If they could, they would. Motherfucker. If they could, they would. How do I know that? Go through a comment section on any page. I hope those crocodiles eat those motherfuckers. It's time to throw a bomb, a nuclear bomb, in the center of those protests. Those motherfuckers want us dead. Send in the military. It's time we start using our guns. Kill them all. Comment after comment after comment section. Don't take that shit lightly. That's how those motherfuckers feel. You might not feel that way, but that's how a lot of motherfuckers feel. I go from page to page to page, and I'm sitting here like, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100 comments. Damn. All wanting the same shit. That's what they say. We voted for this shit. When they say they voted for this shit, they're not talking about legal immigration. Now, you may be talking about that. Not them motherfuckers. Not the 100 per every fucking 2 to 3 that come out and talk about legal immigration. All we want is legal immigration. Do you really? Who are you? Who the fuck are you to tell me what the fuck you want? You're an American citizen? Bitch, so am I. So who the fuck are you to tell me what the fuck you want? Because I don't fucking wake up in the morning telling you what the fuck I want. You think you have the right to fucking tell our people to do shit the way that you're telling us to do it. And I'm telling you that we've done fucking bent over backwards to do the shit that we were told that it was going to be cool, only to find out that we're still being used today. It's the same fucking game. The names and faces have changed, but the game has stayed the same. Ain't no fucking Democrats talking about reform. Ain't no fucking Republicans talking about we need to fix the immigration system. No, get those fucking beaners out of here. Get those fucking illegals out of here. Because that's the new term, and it's not new, but get those illegals out of here. Fuck. Don't worry about the corporations that are American corporations that were hiring these people in the first place. We're not going to fine them $1 unless it's Mexican people's doing business, and we're going to fuck them up. We're going to take their shit because that's what we do. Because that's what's happening again. So, mi gente, mi raza, Latinx, whatever the fuck you want to fucking call yourselves. I don't give a fuck. You brown homies, you're all being targeted. Every single one of you. You speak English? All right, we've already played that game. You don't speak Spanish? All right, we've already played that game. You speak English and Spanish and fucking Korean and you married a white chick? We've already played that game. We've played all the fucking games. And we're still in the same place we were 275 motherfucking years ago. Why? Because we dumb. Because we fucking allow this shit to continue. And right now is the time to finally fight for those changes. Because now 3 generations are watching. All the boomers, my parents and all those people, they're still here. I'm here. They used to call me second generation. And I was like, what the fuck? Second generation? I was like, yeah, fucking second generation. So, you know what I mean? 3rd generations, 4th generations, however fucking many generations. It doesn't matter. If you're 10th generation, 5th generation. We had a veteran, disabled veteran, working as a security guard. Oh, you fucking brown, homie? You're coming with us. But I'm an American citizen. We don't give a fuck. They still don't know where this motherfucker's at. As so many other American citizens that are brown. Oh, we're not being targeted? I like Tom. Tom said it real clearly. Because, see, I like people that are honest. Because they're at least being honest. I like honesty. Because it reveals to me who the fuck you really are. And he's like, real simple. He didn't even know what the fuck. He didn't even know what it implied. Because he's so fucking proud about what his job is. And he's right in so many ways. He is right that we need to stop with the exploitation of undocumented workers and the exploitation of undocumented natives. Someone hated the word native when I used that. Undocumented, blah, blah, blah. No. Undocumented workers, undocumented humans, undocumented immigrants, if you want to call them. I don't call them immigrants because I know where they're from. They're from the same continent that they fucking called us illegal on. Well, I ain't playing that game. You ain't got me no more. I already know what's up. It's like just like trying to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Well, I've already played that game. No, that ain't happening. I voted for Trump. That motherfucker's crazy. Absolutely. When we were documenting these kids that were coming in unaccompanied minors and all that shit, that was the biggest scare that everybody had working in those camps. Like, when we had to sit there and we're talking to somebody over the phone. We're trying to vet somebody over a fucking phone. Like, hey, so do you really know this kid? Oh yeah, that's my primo. Oh yeah? Like, they were well scripted. Well scripted. I don't know where all those kids went. We think we know. We know that we got it documented. And a lot of those people are the ones that you see going to court. And guess what? Psych, bitch. Nah, we didn't know what to do with y'all motherfuckers right now. We were waiting for another administration to come and help us out because we were getting fucked by our own government, and our government doesn't have its shit together. So now we got a government administration that does. So sorry, you're all going back. If you think that's fucking cool, fuck you. You know what I mean? If you think that's fucking cool, fuck you, homie. You know what I mean? Love you. But you an asshole. And that's alright. Like I said, we've been through this shit. And all you fools that are out there, all you fucking you fucking voted for Trump. No. If we didn't vote, Kavanaugh wasn't gonna fix shit. And the thing is, I don't want this nation. I don't want us as a people to fail. That's the craziest shit, isn't it? Like, you would think, like they were trying to say, death to America. Motherfucker, that don't ever come out of no Mexican's motherfucking mouth. We ain't never been taught no shit like that. We ain't no fucking terrorists. Don't have you fucking dare try to fucking use that bullshit on us, bitch. They tried that shit in the news. They fucking cut that shit out real quick. Like, death to America? Motherfucker, we don't talk like that. I remember when I was getting fucking tried in court, and these fools were like, nah, he said it like this. And I'm sitting here thinking like, you don't got me on that shit, because I don't fucking talk like that. Like, and I had witnesses that came in on my defense, and they were like, nope, he definitely don't talk like that. That shit saved my ass. And it's like, these fools were sitting there trying to say that because they saw some tags. First of all, I already put that shit out there. They try to use these fucking bullshit ass tags, and it's like, I was like, look, motherfucker, well, first of all, let me fucking tell you something. All them shit is all them fucking tags that you trying to fucking put on. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, B-Dog. All them fucking tags you're trying to fucking blame us for, that death to America, look at that writing. Look at that writing. That shit ain't got nothing to do with our shit. Nada. Even the toyest of fucking toys. Even the toyest of toys. Amongst us, don't write like that. I just happened to be a tagger growing up, and that shit's embarrassing. To even try to put that shit on us, we still prideful, motherfucker. Oh, go ahead. I'm gonna park right here. The what's it called? I was like, oh, y'all motherfuckers fucked up on this one. You can't pin that shit on us. Nope. You can fucking survey says. Ain't no Chicano, no Mexican, no motherfucking anybody that looks like me that's putting their stamp of approval on that toy ass shit, that toy ass fucking tag, and say, oh yeah, nope, that shit was not us, motherfuckers, and we don't talk like that. And ain't nobody, amongst our race that gets educated that way. We ain't on this death to America. I seen these posts on a lot of these groups talking about, oh, well, they want death to America because they're over there fucking with their flags. Yeah, bitch, because that's our heritage. That's our heritage. Why? Because we got... Fuck, knock somebody's mirror off and shit. I'm fucking backing up. It looks pretty good so far. I haven't heard anybody screaming and yelling or honking. Backing up these motherfucking trucks. Ain't no joke. I'm doing that shit with one hand. I got motherfucking skills, fools. With a fucking steering wheel. Get the fuck out of here. And so, nah. And so, you know, all this shit going back to the flag, right? I've never seen so many people holding up the flag of the country they don't want to go back to. Nah, bitch. I just gave you a whole fucking 3.5 hours of why the fuck we do the shit the way we do it. And if you don't understand still, you ain't never gonna understand. And you know what? That's all right, because that's your heritage. That's who you motherfuckers are. And today, in today's age, and right now, I don't care. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it, if you don't know, that's your fault. That's your fault. When you get pulled over by a police officer and you don't know the fucking law, and you don't know how to fucking what do they say? Ignorance doesn't excuse you from shit. I'm doing it here. It's true. Ignorance doesn't excuse you from the law. It doesn't. Like, if you a dumb motherfucker and you're over there talking about, I didn't see the posted speed limit. Too fucking bad, Holmes. That shit was back there, and you're fucking going 80 in a fucking 55. Like, that's too fucking bad. You know what I mean? You're gonna get a ticket. It is what it is. And so, I'm gonna wrap it up. I want all this to succeed because I have kids here. I want all this to succeed because you have kids here. I want all this to succeed because we're all here. And in the clusterfuck that is America, the ideology of America, because it's an idea, it's an experiment, right? And even though the history is as nasty and as dirty as it is, even though we've been lied to time and time again, when you're looking at these cages, these prisons, we should be looking at it as a people now. I'm telling you right now, don't look at it. I'm putting you fools on game. And you need to spread this awareness and knowledge to our people. We don't ever want to be in that shit. We don't ever want to go back to that shit. And unfortunately, right now, all of you fools that are here and you don't have documents, you fools were lied to, homies. I'm sorry. Like, that's just the way it is. That's how these fools get down. And my suggestion is we got about 4 years of this shit. Will we see reform? Will we see change in the immigration policy? Probably not. I think it's still too soon. It's still too early because right now the focus is on deporting. The focus is on deportation, not fixing the problem. Amnesty is looking for a handout. Fuck amnesty. Fuck their amnesty. We don't need their fucking amnesty. And I'm not saying that because I'm a third generation in and I'm a citizen. No, because if they really want to, because that's what they're trying to attack again, they can say, I ain't fucking citizen no more because I'm too motherfucking political or whatever the fuck they want to say. Everybody gets affected, right? We just saw, I hadn't even heard of fucking Roseanne in so long, and all of a sudden it's like Roseanne, and it's like Trump talks a lot of shit, but for him to imply that just because he doesn't like somebody, he's gonna see about deporting her, and you motherfuckers are okay with that? That shit is fucking wild. I voted for that motherfucker. That shit I don't support. That shit I'm not with. Now, you say, well, you voted for him. Okay. If you can't get off of that, like if you're just that fucking stupid, okay, so we got Kamala. Where the fuck do you think this country would be right now under that influence? What the fuck does she know, business-wise, how to manage all this shit that we're dealing with from all the shit that we've been dealing with since COVID? It needed to be a strong fucking businessman, and you can say bankruptcies, whatever the fuck you want. Business people oftentimes overextend themselves, and see, this is where it gets really fucking stupid. 99.9% of fucking Americans in the United States of America right now are in some sort of credit debt. Your credit's shit. You don't know how to fucking manage your finances. You're fucking broke as fuck, and you're making over $100,000 a year, and you're still broke as fuck. And you want to blame it on everybody but your financial literacy and your financial education. And you want to sit there and have an argument with me about a man who stayed in business, has created a business that not only sustained himself, but his daughter, his sons, right? And employs thousands of people nationwide. And you want to sit there and argue with me about 1, 2, 3, 4, fuck it, 7 bankruptcies? Entities are created in the hopes that they're gonna work. I have had over, 9 entities by now? I had business ideas that never even got I got off the ground. Entities that I created, LLCs and nonprofits and shit like that are fucking trash, that don't fucking exist. They're just there because you gotta fucking sign documents and paperwork to close all that shit out. Shit that I didn't do because at the first few times that I tried, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing because I've never had anybody in my immediate circle that knew how to do that sort of shit. I had to figure that shit all on my own. If you want to use that against me, but I'm successful today, you're the dumb motherfucker. It's as simple as that. Now, there's been times where I fucked something up so bad on a contract that I defaulted. It wasn't because I was being a fucking a thief. It wasn't because I was trying to steal from the person that hired me honestly, and I fucking didn't do the math right, and I'm fucking overextended. Now I'm coming out of pocket, and it's like, fuck, I gotta burn this fucking idea down because I fucked up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it, but it's not an excuse. I did that. That person fucking absolutely disliked me. That person fucking tried to take me to fucking court and sue my ass. And they were rightfully, they were within their rights, and rightfully so. That's why when people try to argue with me that, oh, you gotta go with the contracted license, contractor and bonded and all this other shit, it's like, I was all of that, and I still fucked up. And that person still got fucked for that job. I tried to go back and afterwards, pay for it. But the law says that if I file for bankruptcy, which I didn't, but I'm not talking about $1 million either. I'm not talking about $2 billion, $10 billion overextended, or idea that's fucking losing $10 million a day. I'm talking about thousands of dollars, right? And I was like, okay, well, what can I do here? Well, I can just shut it down and take the L and let that entity, you know, that's it. I lost it. I lost it over a miscalculation, not something that I did on purpose. I was new. I was doing the best that I could. I had taken all the classes that I was supposed to take. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I did all of the measurements. I just didn't count on the fact that the labor that I was hiring wasn't gonna fucking kick in and do the shit like I did it. I learned the hard way, unfortunately, and unfortunately for those customers that I had to burn. So when you try to use that, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because you've never owned a business. Just like we've been in situations where, you know, businesses making fucking 60, 80, 90% profits. It's like, whoa, shit, I feel like I'm fucking stealing from people. But that's what the contract states, because it's a government contract, and it says that we have to make it this way, otherwise we don't get the contract. And it's like, fuck. You learn shit about business, and it's crazy. So for him to go 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, he wouldn't be the guy that where he's at right now if he didn't try those things. He tried doing that, as far as I know. I don't know about all of them, but I know that he got kicked out of Mexico, his clothing line, and the fucking pageant, right? So that shit he got shut down for that shit, right? I know about the fucking the airlines, Trump Airlines, that looked like it was gonna be okay, but it just didn't fucking work out, right? I don't blame the man for trying. I would have tried to make an airline too. He's always been about luxury and luxury shit. It just didn't work out. Same thing with the fucking the protest against the NFL. He created the idea and got a lot of billionaires involved and he got a lot of players and teams put together that challenged the NFL, and that didn't work out. I mean, you're fighting against a monopoly of billionaires. So it was billionaires against billionaires. Okay, those billionaires beat these billionaires. He didn't get full support. Now, as far as who he is as a man, I don't fucking know. I don't know him like that. I don't go to fucking sleep with him like that. The shit that he has said, a lot of people have said. Try to people use, grab them by the pussy, they don't care, blah, blah, blah. I've been in some fucking circles. I've been in some fucking circles where you fucking fools know who the fuck you are, and you're talking some crazy shit, and you're fucking married men. So don't fucking come at me. That's what I said during all that political bullshit, when people were talking about all that crazy shit. It's like, nah, bitch, you motherfuckers are nasty. A lot of you fools. And shit, I grew up during the fucking Too Short era, motherfucker. A bitch is a bitch is a bitch, right? And isn't that what Ice Cube said? Isn't that what Snoop Dogg said? Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, right? And now I got 2 daughters. You know what I mean? We all fucking say stupid shit and do stupid shit until we fucking run into fucking a reality check. Now, does he still think that way? Probably. Is that what I'm looking for? I'm not looking for a man. I don't fucking subscribe to fucking fools putting their dicks in my ass. I'm sorry if I said it that way, but I gotta say it as vulgar as I can, because that shit is some vulgar shit, and I'm not with it. just like I said about everything else that we've been dealing with since the beginning of our history, the better choice for our financial success was that man, is that man, and he's making that shit happen. 100% he's making that shit happen. He's making that shit happen. I've gone to fucking 3-4 different fucking tax attorneys from different states to just get their take on it. I listen to see if it's politically driven or if it's just tax driven. At the end of the day, nobody wants to fucking pay taxes. I don't want to pay taxes. I know your bitch asses don't want to pay taxes. Don't fucking sit there and act like you do, because you would fucking pay tax on every fucking cash fucking transaction that you make. It's no different than speeding on the freeway. You ain't self-ticketing yourselves, talking about following the law. If you follow the law, 99% of you motherfuckers don't follow the law. You're out there breaking the fucking law every single day. Never self-ticketing. Stopping completely at a stop sign. Come on now. Running a red light. Come on now. And so, here we are today. The names and faces have changed, but the game stays the same. And the enforcer has come in. We knew, I could bet on it. I could bet my right nutsack that this was bound to happen. Now, why the fuck would I want this to happen? I said it had to happen. I wish none of this shit would happen. In a perfect fucking world, I don't fucking have to drive with fucking idiots cutting me off fucking 20 times a fucking day, putting their life at risk, their life more than anything, because at the end of the day, it's like, I gotta make a decision. Do I want to die? All these fucking truck drivers that fucking have told me, you gotta be the one. The fuck you. Fuck you. You want to fucking cut me off, and I gotta make a decision if I gotta fucking run your ass over and fucking take you out, or fucking me. You wouldn't do that shit for me. Obviously, you just didn't give a fuck, because you did that shit right in front of me. I gotta be the fucking, you must be fucking smoking crack. So, financially, we all needed a financial shakeup. We're already, it's like I said, like right now, even with truck drivers, it's like, you see this stupid fucking shit with people, and it's like, so, we needed it to happen because we're so many generations into this shit, and even looking at it now, in this conversation, many of you don't agree. And that's why it needed to happen. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. See, Trump got upset because he was like talking about Gaza and Israel. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're stubborn, fighting thousands of years over fucking a religious ideology. Well, ain't that no shit? We're fucking supporting it. We're supporting it. It's fucking, these fools have been fucking blowing up kids and fucking doing all kinds of crazy shit in the name of their fucking God. It ain't like Jesus said, it ain't the Father. They fucking worship their God, the devil. We can have that discussion at a later date. I'm sitting, I can't believe I've been going at this shit for 4 years. I'm about to cut this shit off. So now we're having people going through the same shit, getting dragged out of their homes. All the same shit. Nothing has changed. And the reason that nothing has changed is not because people are doing it the right way. and people are doing it the wrong way. People are cutting in line. If you stayed and listened to everything I just said, you can see that none of that shit matters. None of that shit has ever mattered. So it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with big business not wanting to pay. It has everything to do with big business not wanting to pay higher wages. And so now the farmers that hired these people, the businesses, the construction sites that hired these people, they don't got to get fined. Nope. They are losing so much fucking money. It's ridiculous. It would be cruel to fucking punish them even more for the shit that they already did. And it's not about breaking us. It's about correcting it. I don't know where all this is going. Nobody does. We're projecting. They're called projections for a reason. They're looking at, if we do this, it hopefully gets us this. They're hoping through tariffs, hoping that if we get enough tariffs, the numbers are there so far. It's only been 6-7 months. Stock markets are up. Are we gonna see a fucking hit because of all of this shit with people being deported? Absolutely. I hope that all of those people will pass on the information to all of their people that's going through all that. Our people already went through that. My generation of people and my family, we've already gone through all that shit. Now, are we in the mix? We're still in the mix. We're never not gonna be in the mix as long as real government change doesn't happen, and that's not what we're seeing. Both political sides are not fighting for that. They don't want to step into that. They're talking about human rights. They're missing the mark on purpose. Some of them on purpose because they're being lobbied again by the bigger corporations to, hey, fucking relax, because we need these people. Yes, you've heard Trump say it. And Trump's like, look, you fucking assholes, get rid of all of these fucking people and pay people their fucking wages and fucking compete like you're supposed to. That's what I'm getting. If you're not getting that, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I'm getting, and more importantly, that's what I'm hoping for. Make all these, that's what capitalism is. Making people compete for your business. We don't just get to say, hey, I have this taco stand, as an example, and I'm selling tacos at 99 cents because I got 10 people that I'm exploiting, not paying them fair American wages, right? They're okay with it, but I'm wrong for it because I should know better. I'm an American citizen, and I'm exploiting them, using them, so I can sell more of my shit while I make more money off of them, and they're still fucking struggling. Now, we can say that about almost any business right now. I go into these truck stops, and water, a 24 pack of water is fucking $9.97. $10 fucking dollars for the same 24 pack of water that I can go into a grocery store and pay $4.97 for. What are they doing? Well, they're capitalizing on our time. They know that nobody gives a fuck about our time. We get paid to fucking drive. We're getting exploited for our time, And because we're trying to hurry up and get fucking paid, we'll pay the fucking $10 since it's just conveniently there. They're raping us, as are so many businesses raping us. You heard Trump talking about pay the fair share. He's a businessman. He's coming from a business perspective. And so that's what I'm hoping for. There's so much more to it, dog, but y'all peoples. But fuck, I'm 10 minutes into 4 hours. It's like, I might have, I don't know. How many of you fools hanging? To the end? Tell me what's up. You motherfuckers that are gonna respond to this shit, I'm gonna quiz you bitches. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do it just like this. I'm gonna cut it right here, cause there's more. Oh, there's so much more. I didn't finish that train of thought, cause I'm already parked up and I gotta piss. I've been needing to piss for 4 hours. You know what I mean? But I'm fucking stuck in this truck. And so, basically, I'm gonna use this as a gauge. You want to have a fucking conversation with me about some shit? I'm gonna ask you about the conversation that I already had with you. You want me to listen to your conversation and have, respectful fucking dialogue with you about some shit? I'm fucking down. I've always been down. Whoever wants to talk. I don't give a fuck, how mad you are. I don't care if you're fucking, what's it called? Saying it in a way that I might not approve of and like. That doesn't matter. Everybody has a right to express themselves. And so I'll listen. Just like I listen to the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses and shit. I let them talk. And then I'll tell them. I say, okay, look, you've been talking for like the last 30 minutes. Are you going to let me talk? And usually it's no. So then I stop doing that. Jehovah's Witnesses come to my door and I say, hey, listen, so you want to talk to me, right? I just want to ask you up front. I'm going to let you say whatever you want to say to me. I'm going to let you talk to me about whatever your ideology is with this Bible and everything that you're going to tell me. I'm going to listen to you. About how long do you think it's going to take for you to tell me everything that you want to tell me? Most people try to answer and be honest about it. Some people just fucking walk right away. It's better for me because you're fucking wasting my time. If you want to talk to me and you want me to respect what's on your mind, on your heart, and your views, I want to respect that. I want to give you the time that you deserve to express yourself and communicate what you're thinking and feeling with me. I just ask for the same in return. Because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I'm passionate about us as a people. Not now talking about us, everybody, as a people, right? And when I say Aslan is everybody. This is God's promised land that He gave me. He showed me the promise. And the promise that He showed me is for everybody. It's not for me to send scouts to the land of milk and honey and then go over there and fucking destroy people that are already living there. That's not what God, the God that I follow, the Father that I call Father, that I follow. That's not what directives He's given me. That's not what He's shown me. That's not what He taught me. And that's not what I teach. I don't teach hate. This isn't an anti-government speech. This isn't a fuck you speech. This is a conversation that I am having honestly with those that want to listen. And it comes from my heart. It comes from a place of love. And more importantly, it's the truth that I have gathered throughout the years of my life on earth so far, because there's still so much more to learn and speak of, and this is what I'll be doing the rest of my life till you know, people are saying what a fucking asshole or how great I wasn't when I'm dead, you know. Because I mean, what am I to expect? Jesus, according to the Bible, was perfect, and motherfuckers hung him. What the fuck am I to expect? I ain't even close to being that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying to fucking, you know what I mean? I just want, you know, I just want chill food. I mean, like, hey, you want some carne asada on me? Like, I got some fucking meat on the grill. Oh, did you bring beer? Oh, fuck yeah. All right, fucking cool. Hey, you acting a little crazy on me. It's time to fucking slow it down. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need the violence. Violence begets violence. So if that's true, and we're on that thread, then what I'm doing should beget what I'm doing. And that's what I'm hoping for. So with all that shit, I'm out. This is Aslan Ministries, fucking Disciple Fonz. I don't give a fuck, whatever the fuck you want to call me, Mr. Dick. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that one vato that flew over the cuckoo's nest, homies. Deuces.